Well, it looks like, it looks like everybody is just a little behind me. Let's see how my volume is for everything. I'm a little bit early. My stream has begun a little bit early. Factory seems to be at a reasonable volume. Everything should be all good. What do I have to do this stream exactly? Plates. Heavy was tasked on completing plates like 2 or 3 times, but he ended up detouring to help other people because he didn't feel great and stuff. So, I guess that means I'm getting the plate work in. Alrighty. Is that floor level? That is floor level. So I want to go to walls, I want to have center wall door, and I don't think orientation matters with these. And I want walkway ramps down. And let's see here. How many did this pull out? This pulled out, that's right, 270, which is the limit of a Mark III conveyor belt. Alexa, what's 270 divided by 15? I 100% have done that math wrong. Smelter. Sure. 30. Alexa, what's 270 divided by 30? One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, geez, how am I gonna get this done? If I want to do centered foundation, I can't do one there, and I can't do one over there. But if I want to do here, presumably this will work. There's just a man in my way. So I can do off center. I have 1, 2, 3. Hello, demon. 4, 5, 6. You all right?
Yeah, I had Jet's Pizza.
2 makes 8 on the other side. Also makes 8. Crap.
And I've got fruit gushers because the gas station close near my house decided to finally restock these fuckers. So I bought them again. I tried to go to the bank today, but fuckers were closed due to staff shortages, and I was like, "Fuck you!"
Banks are only allowed to be closed so many days in a row before they're forced to be open in the United States.
All I know is that it's bullshit because I'm just sitting there being like, I need to make a bank account so that way I can put the money in my pocket and in my wallet into that bank account and then transfer it over to my current account on my phone with all the other shit so that way I can do online banking on current and then never fuck around with a real
if you're gonna make a regular bank account, why would you even bother with current?
That's the thing. I can't add money from my checks into current without adding another source of income like a bank or something like that to withdraw or deposit funds into in it first. I would either need to have direct deposit hooked up, which I can't.
So why wouldn't you just use a regular ass bank account and use our online banking services then? What's the point in using current if you have to get a bank to use it?
You only have to get a bank to use it for the first time. Anytime after that, you can cash checks, do whatever the fuck you want with it. It doesn't matter. It's just that,
that's
I guess,
a weird ass business model.
No, I'm guessing for legal reasons you can't just cash a check as your first thing because like maybe somebody could create like a fucking like dummy current account, cash a fucking fake check or something like that, or just cash a check that isn't theirs or some shit like that, and then just get the money and run away with it real quick.
I'm pretty sure online banks can just straight up let you join without having you do any of that. I'm pretty sure there are fully online banks that let you join
joined it,
and
no
make an account
problem.
without
I
doing
just
that
can't.
stuff.
I just can't put any of my checks into it before I hook up another external source via either direct deposit, which I don't have on my job, or a bank account. That's it. Once that's done, any other time after that, I can cash a check if I want. I'm guessing it's just for security reasons. I mean, to me, it makes sense.
It doesn't make sense to me.
Well, if somebody decides to use like balance a check or something like that and just use it as a dummy account, you know, something like that, you know, just some basic shit that they're gonna just make it and then drop it almost immediately, and you know, there's not gonna.
Don't you have to give them like a bunch of personal information to open an account, though? Meaning,
surprisingly,
like,
no.
if you used it as a dummy account, then you know.
Surprisingly, I had to put in a lot less information than I thought I would.
Well, that's more concerning than anything else.
I still had to put in information. If I remember correctly.
Heavy is in my way, I must kill him.
It was either the last 4 digits of my social security or my full social security. I forget what it was, but it was one of those two.
It would have been last 4.
Yeah, so it was last 4. So by proxy, they could have just stolen somebody's.
But yeah, no, you should be able to, when you give anybody who's doing like any level of banking, even online, enough information to open an account, that should be enough to track you down if you're just using them to like defraud people with checks.
What?
Oh, hi, Heavy, you weren't here and you were in the way, so I murdered you.
I thought we couldn't
agreed
murder
not
him.
to do that.
Yeah, but you were in the way.
But I thought we couldn't murder him anymore because of the game. When you're logged out of the game, it's just like, we're gonna.
Wait a minute. What? Who are we killing?
Apparently, the game didn't actually do that, and it just wigged out the first time.
Oh.
Who are we killing?
I killed
killing
Heavy
anybody.
because he was in the way.
Can I join
He's already dead.
Oh.
Thank God I fucked off. Now, Sponkold, I'm gonna need you with me today.
Okay. What are we doing?
Steel line.
Mm-hmm.
Remember?
Oh, cool.
remember
Oh, that's
last
right. Me and
week?
Sponkold were also working on that steel line. So are you two
yeah.
gonna do steel lines together?
Wait, yeah. Am I like am I working on both of them now? I thought we were gonna do the steel line.
We have the
making
one
my
steel
highway.
line. We have the one steel line out there, but I need to
What are you
finish up
talking
mine
about?
for the specific thing.
You know what? I'll help Heavy with the iron plates line, and you help Slayer finish that steel line he's been working on, and then we'll both finish our steel line.
All right, cool. What do you need, Slayer? What's what?
Also, Sponkold, I think
Tell me.
Windows cranked your microphone volume up or something because you're clipping
it?
more than you usually do. Yeah.
What we basically need is
Either that or
basically
just something weird has
set
happened
up
because I
an
swear you're
iron
clipping more.
factory
I
next
launched
to a steel
CS:GO
factory.
recently, so let me see.
That does it. Whenever you launch Valve titles, it cranks your microphone input to 100% for some ungodly fucking reason.
Not TF2, but like it's CS:GO launched recently.
CSGO and Gary's mod both do that. I mean, Gary's mod is Gary's
Sound
mod, that's to be
is
expected, but fucking CSGO, really?
Yeah. Every time I relaunch CS:GO, all the settings reset. My cursor's fine, like my crosshair's always the same, but like voice chat button changes, voice volume is down. It's really annoying. I have to change it back every why. Let me see. Yeah, it's at 100. Let me lower. How's 80? Is that good?
80 is a little quiet, but you're not clipping, so I'll just turn you up in Discord.
Is my mic doing that weird electrical disturbance thing again?
I haven't heard it do it yet.
It was like on and off.
It was like on and off?
Well, like it wasn't happening at first, and then it came back, and then went away, and then came back again.
Well, let me know if it happens again.
I haven't heard it a single time.
It sounded like a loose wire problem or something like that.
I thought so as well, so I took a look at the microphone and everything, and I even unplugged it for like a few hours just to see if it, maybe I don't know, something was going on internally with it, maybe like too much charge because I always kept it plugged in.
I don't think that's quite how electronics work.
I don't know, I'm dumb, so I just decided
Fair enough.
fuck it.
static. You gotta wait for the static to go away. My
I had to
I have
stop
like
myself so hard.
like a Bluetooth dongle, like because my network card's Bluetooth is the fucking nightmare. Like I just feel like my network card is broken. Like apparently ever since my brother got this PC, he had to use Ethernet or else he'd get like kilobytes of download speed, and I do. So my dongle, like sometimes I'll start my computer and it's just not working. And I just have
Yeah,
to, like,
that used
unplug
to
it and
happen to
replug
me
it,
when I
like,
used
20
USB
times,
dongles.
and then it'll just start working again after like the 20th.
Don't I have one of those?
No. Logic.
No, Heavy, you're using the same one I'm using, which plugs directly into the motherboard. It's a PCIe one.
Okay.
Basically, it's just a PCIe to M.2 adapter with an M.2 like Intel Wi-Fi Bluetooth combo chip in it.
Are we stealing?
I'm gonna pretend I understood
not
that.
stealing.
Yeah, what the
Are
fuck
we
kind
still
of
being
technological bullshittery?
Pee pee poo poo.
Ah, yes, the best. Alright, where is the chest of
Yeah,
my
are we
stuff?
still
It's in the building for the plates line.
Oh,
Okay,
right.
I'll just.
I think that's where I was.
That's where I killed you, so that better be your body.
Yes, there.
Well, I don't have anything on me at the moment, so technically it should definitely be my body.
Boom!
Oh, that was fast. And again, this is Slayer, and he loves his ma'am, so...
Hello.
He loves his ma'am. It almost sounds like he loves his mother.
Wow, I was thinking a totally different route, but that works too.
I love my mammal.
I was totally expecting something like Slayer being like, nah, fuck my mother.
Is my
I'm pretty sure you're projecting there.
Yes.
But treat me as well as she could. Okay, she tried her damnedest, and for that I will always respect her.
Mine did a very half-assed job at being a parent, and it showed. And I criticize her for it every given moment that I can.
And that's you. Meanwhile, I
was
happen to
sheltered.
be in a kind of okay situation.
I was sheltered,
what was that?
but
No, maybe, Spunkold, maybe try like 85, because I have turned you up to like
Yeah,
170%,
I'm
you're still pretty
cutting
quiet.
out. I am cutting out, right?
You're not cutting out, you're just very quiet. I have you on 170%, and you're still pretty quiet despite being on 85. Or, sorry, despite being on
90.
The oogity boogities.
I'm at 90 now. I was 90.
90's pretty good. 90 feels like it might start to clip, but we'll see as things go on.
Alright, cool. Hey,
For now, just
Slayer,
leave
where
it.
the fuck is the steel line and where are the steel beams? I've been wondering.
The steel line is out there in the desert somewhere. I left the beacon so you could find it by name.
Demolished.
Anyhow, Heavy.
I'm going
Yeah,
back
I was
to the steel
rebuilding
line.
it.
Oh, you're going to the
Heavy
steel
modular-
line, what?
Do we
can
have
make
steel
radar
beams?
my body.
technology.
Where did I die?
You died inside the plates building over here?
Okay, thank you.
Why were you,
I still
why were you
can't
going to
seem
the
to
steel
get
line?
around.
How?
Because
We
nothing
can-
is labeled properly.
We could get radar
We don't
technology
We
going.
don't have colored
Radar.
paths to lead us to where we need to
Why?
go.
Bruh. I would think by now you would just know where some of the buildings are, because some of them are really unique.
No, because
Like, I
That's
might
not- we would
understand.
100%
I
make
might
it.
understand you look at the plates line and aren't sure if it's the plates building or like the screw and rotor building, but like, I don't get how we're like, go get concrete and you're over in like the Awesome Sink building, which is the largest building.
Because I don't treat this as real life, where I don't memorize every single detail of how to get to where and why.
I could navigate this
What?
place with my eyes
You're just
closed,
saying
much like
you're
when you're going to
bad.
take a
Built this
piss in the
place.
middle
You're
of the
just
night.
saying you're bad at the video game.
My
I
The
like
man's
both
insane.
Spunkold's answer, you're just saying you're bad at the video game, and when I said I could navigate this place with my eyes closed, like going to the bathroom in the middle of the night, you just went, you built this place.
It's changed a lot.
It has,
It's
but
changed
I like
many-
these changes.
More.
Okay, I
You
found
build
iron
radar
ingots. This better
tech.
be the steel plates.
Now at the point, what do you mean steel plates? I said plate
Nope,
line.
these are the
There was no
rods.
steel plates line.
How are we gonna
Okay.
go about with radar?
Bro, the rod
technology?
line is done, the
I'm
plate
dropping
line
some
is not.
beams I'm just
Plate
gonna
line is
drop
here.
some beams off at home on the hub chest
I'll be
just
right
so
there.
that we have them. I took all of them out of the chest.
Right, for the sake of heavy, I guess
enough.
we need to have 400 beacons.
Or just make colored pathways.
Color coding.
Or we can just make 400 beacons, because if we start
Yeah.
color coding things, Demon is going to make this look like a fucking pride parade gone wrong.
I feel like he would do that anyways.
Probably.
Anyway, are we gonna be working on a radar tower? 'Cause that's
I don't
what
know.
they're
At the
No, I don't
moment,
think
we
we need
need to
that
get
at
plates production back online.
Alright. Well,
Yeah,
just let
here
you
I am.
know, it needs crystal oscillators, heavy modular frames, and beacons, and then we can make a radar tower, and then swap out the heavy modular frames for motors, and then we can get the signal scanning.
So, heavy.
Awesome.
Yes.
We're
This
putting
can
some
pull
on.
270 iron per minute, and a Mark III conveyor belt can move 270 iron maximum. So what we need is we need a splitter behind each one of these miners, pointing into each one of these miners at the moment, with like the input being from this main splitter. So like this.
Splitter. Logistics.
Yeah.
The smart one?
Fucking loved it.
No, just regular splitter for now.
It's so fun.
Okay.
You need some
Alright, you can go that
nuts.
way.
And then we don't have to do the very last miner
I think I'm good.
with the
Good.
splitter
Beat
directly
the fuck
behind
up.
it.
I
And-
beat you the fuck up.
Each smelter can only take 30 iron per minute, so we don't have to have a Mark III conveyor belt going between the splitter and the smelter. We only need a Mark I. Right?
Wait. Slayer, we're building over here, right? We're good the old steel.
But going between the splitters, we want Mark III. Mark Edward Fishbach, number the third.
Hi everybody.
Number
My name is
59.
Fishbach.
Hello.
10 away from 69. That's why there's 10 Markipliers at once.
I think this one over here is facing the wrong direction. Yeah, this one is.
Clock's clear.
Oh god, you built all
Why?
of these with the orange on the behind instead of facing the
my
main
bad.
one.
Dog. I'll kill the dog for you, Slayer. The dog will die. They call me the dog killer.
You gotta...
They
Yeah,
call
I'll
me
just-
Sebastian.
I abuse dog.
Because I'm undead.
Alright, so these are facing which way again? Not smart splitters.
The orange, which is the input, needs to be
aim's so
facing
low.
this splitter
Holy
here.
shit.
See how the orange is behind? Yep. There you go.
This way.
Henry bar.
Yep, but you didn't build that in line with the smelter.
Okay, what the fuck are we doing here, Slayer? We got iron.
I will.
Right.
fix
Yeah,
this.
are you seeing my problem?
You don't need one on the last smelter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because the last splitter can just split
I
twice
have
rather
to
than
make
splitting
a
into another
coal
one.
line-
Okay.
I have to make a coal line and an iron line in order to make the proper things that we need over here.
You
Yes.
see the lines that show up, by the way? Just let
Yes.
you know if your buildings are lined up.
And I don't
Where's
know
the-
how to do it.
Where's the coal?
The coal is back further
Mark
back.
3, you said?
It said that other mine. way
Mark
up
III
over
to
there.
connect just the splitters, but we only need Mark
one
1 to
way
go
over
into the
here.
miners.
So.
So this is the coal right here.
Let me see.
So you can see here we have Mark III connecting the splitters, but we only need Mark 1 to connect
What's,
the miners, because the miners can only take up to 30 iron ore per minute.
What's the gold product here, Slayer?
So now we
The
go and we set
goal-
these all to iron.
Is to create the versatile framework, I believe.
So we
And
need
we'll worry about
modular-
hooking these up to power later.
I'm gonna look up what versatile frameworks are used for in Satisfactory. I'm just gonna look up like the whole thing.
Well, that's why I have craft benches and shit.
Right.
and whatnot.
So
Versatile.
we need all of the iron to merge together on... Well, we don't need all the iron to merge together onto one production line. It might be useful. We're making
My
plates,
browser's
correct?
Lagging like hell.
Yeah. Which all we
Iron
need is just
plate.
one.
3 iron is 2 iron plate. So how many iron does a constructor take? per minute per plate.
Slayer,
It takes 30 iron per minute, so we
it's
just need a
only-
constructor directly in front of each one of these smelters. Let's just place the constructors. If we do them, like, directly up against these, I feel like we'll be very crammed. What if we
Okay, so
space
We
these
have
out
enough
so that
space.
these... Yeah, we do. Let's do, Do you think we should do middle
Nuclear power.
of the next two foundations, or corner? Oh, corner feels like it's right up against. How about along this
Four
line?
steel beams, one pillar frame. Where's the
Smelters,
corner?
these are.
You see where the problem in the modular frame
constructors.
department though arises, right?
Well, we just need to make modular
Okay,
frames and also
Yeah, let's just
Yeah,
do here.
But that's an issue when we have to.
And I'll
create modular
construct them.
frames
Because
They're gonna
the...
be really squished up against each other, I think.
that go all the way around. and
yes,
connect
they
to
are.
The other shit.
But that's okay. Because at least they fit.
Yep.
coal.
And these
gonna
don't take
spend
very many items, so we'll just do conveyor belt Mark 1 because that's fast enough. Can you imagine us getting to a point where we're just max level conveyor belts for everything even though we don't need to?
This is really hard to focus on 2 projects at once.
We could split up into separate voice chats.
We
That could
but
be
that's
helpful.
really-
Alright, I will move you
Okay, this one's
to
making
down into private
120.
1,
No.
and you guys can hop back here when you're all good.
No.
Poop ass. There we go.
Wait. Oh, okay, there we go. I thought my green circle was not appearing for a second.
And now we do Mark 1 conveyor belts going into the...
By the way, this one on the rock is a little weird. It didn't line up exactly.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about that too much. It's
Okay.
gonna be a little bit high because the rock is elevating it slightly.
Yeah. So which mark for the conveyors? here?
Mark 1. Mark 1 carries up to 60 per minute, and these only need to carry 30 items per minute.
Okay. Let me contribute.
So that's the plates. So we're gonna have... Alexa, what's 20 times 9? I'm gonna have 180 plates coming out of here. Mark 2 conveyors. How many items do those move? Those only move 120 items. So we want... We're gonna need to merge everything, but we want a smart splitter on one end. I'm gonna say because this weighs to like the storage field and stuff, we want the smart splitter to be right here. So I will put it here. And then we just want conveyor mergers all with their blue end pointing down in this direction, lined up with these constructors, like that.
You said the smart ones?
No, we just want mergers. We have a singular smart
Okay.
splitter at the end, that's all we need.
Alright.
Let's start down here and remember, we want blue pointing towards fucking, what's it? Towards that smart splitter. You know what I mean, right?
To my right, the blue should face.
The blue should face towards that wall where you are. Not towards the wall where I am.
Yep.
That looks about right. Are they all in line? That one's not in line.
Which one?
It was one that I did.
Oh.
So, we want to connect the constructors to the mergers with Mark 1 conveyor belts, but we want to connect the mergers to each other with Mark 3.
Hey, hang on a second. How are you gonna belt these very last ones here?
You can kind of fudge it. So
This is
I'll
pretty
try
tight.
to fudge that.
Yeah, I'll let you do that. So
Yep,
Mark
connect-
1 between.
Connect the mergers with Mark 3, and then connect the constructors with Mark 1.
Okay.
There we go. Center output, we want any. Our right output, well, our left output will be nothing, and our right output will be overflow. So once plate storage is flow. Yes, no, once plate storage is full, it'll go off towards something else.
Okay.
Now I've just realized we have a problem.
What?
So, plates, I think the main thing we make after plates is, what is it, advanced plate, which uses screws, right?
Yeah.
So, if we go over to the rod building, you would see that the rods get made into screws, but then the screws get combined with rods get made into rotors.
Okay.
We have a problem, though. This line
What?
makes plates. So once, let's say, this is producing plates. Plate storage is full. Plates get sent off to get turned into advanced plating, right?
What is that you're holding?
Oh, it's one of the extendo weapon things. It has more range.
Okay, I don't have one. I'll get to one eventually.
Where are we going to get the screws? Because the screws here go off to
You
get
want
used.
Screw factory? Or...
The screws here, I believe, go off to get used. Oh, wait a minute. If I remember correctly, I'm making more screws than the production line can handle, so I think we have an entire line of screws going into an awesome sink. Let me check. Let's see here. We've got screws and rods making rotors, screws and rods making rotors. Oh, perfect. And we have an entire line of screws. This line of screws either goes into storage or gets sent off to the awesome sink. So we can use these screws, and we'll be getting 120 screws a minute. So we have 120 screws a minute coming over to our plate line.
Alright.
So you see these screws here, these are just being dumped into the awesome sink. This is all going to be gone, you realize, right?
Oh.
This
What?
wasn't like an exit for us, this was here for, like, making the conveyor belt come out and stuff. Like, this isn't going to be traversable in the end, but these screws we will use for the advanced plate line.
Okay.
So, right. First thing we need
Alright.
is we need conveyor wall. And we need to send iron plates off to storage.
Mark 3? Or 1?
Mark 3, we need belt Mark 3 for this.
Okay.
Where are iron plates being stored? Why don't I know where they're being stored?
You can navigate this place
Okay,
if you went to the
presumably
map.
no iron plates are being stored anywhere, which doesn't make any sense. Rod, copper. Here we go. I'm just being really stupid.
I can navigate this place if I went to the bathroom at night at 12 p.m. with my eyes closed.
I have range.
I am speed.
I have range.
I am speed!
Jeff Bezos chases disobeying employee.
Gone.
Hi.
Gone racist.
What?
Just one of those clickbait titles.
I haven't seen one of those in a long time.
Because YouTube cracked down on a lot of them, didn't they?
Probably. Alright, let's get back to work.
Yep, that was fun.
How do you think Slayer and Spunkold are doing?
Oh, just as wonderfully as we just did.
Who's this?
Who
Hero.
this?
How are you guys
Talking
doing?
about Back for Blood.
They're talking about Back for Blood.
Oh, I don't even know what that is.
I don't either.
Well, they found something to do, I guess. Alright, I don't know. Oh, this is
So
the
we need
social
a second floor already.
line. Okay. That does
You
not
work
surprise
on the second floor.
me. Okay.
I will connect the plates to the storage.
Okay. Oh. Is this a concrete place? Yes, it is. Actually, while I'm
Why am
here,
I walking so slowly? What the heck?
by the
I
way,
feel like I'm
the,
like sneaking when I walk or something. Jeez.
Is the concrete factory off or something?
Oh yeah, it doesn't have any power. It hasn't had power for a while.
Okay.
We'll run out of concrete eventually.
Alright.
And then we'll worry about it when it's far, far too late, just like humanity. What is it with humans and historically we just do not give a shit until it's far too late?
Well, you know what they say, history repeats itself.
It's kind of like the people that are like, I don't care about politics, and then they're like, why are my taxes so expensive? Because you didn't care about politics? So you let people get elected that raised your taxes. You know, that
they
kind
have
of thing.
those town hall meetings where anybody can be invited, right?
Are you talking about, like, the local, like, town hall stuff?
Yeah.
That is true as well. I hear people complain, like, I don't like that the town, you know, did this thing, and it's like, were you paying attention to the town's local meetings? And they're like, what?
So
It's
what
just
if
like,
you had
well,
a
there's your
dentist
fucking
appointment
answer.
that you've been- So what if you had a dentist appointment? These are once-in-a-lifetime opportunities sometimes.
Yes. I have run out of Mark III material. Do you have steel beams on you?
I believe I do. Let me look. Where?
Oh, wait a minute. I can steal some from Demon Shit. Never mind. He has like 1,000,000.
Steel.
There we go. Don't worry about it. I just stole some.
Okay, because
That's always
I
bothered me,
was
though.
able
There's
to
so many
make-
people who are like, politics isn't important, and then they, like, complain when political shit isn't the way they like it. And it's just like, I hate you.
possible they're talking about
Do you
two
know-
separate instances.
Do you know the people I'm talking about, though? The ones that are just like, oh, politics are stupid. And then, like, something happens in the world of politics that affects them, and they're like, I am angry about this. Why must this affect me? And it's just like, you had your chance to, like, participate and make sure, you know, it didn't happen. But you just...
Always. Hang on, I accidentally pressed a button and the S over next to the caps lock just turned on. I don't know what I pressed.
I don't know either.
Is it shift lock? It better not.
Does... Oh, that would be a scroll lock.
Oh. Oh,
That you
jeez.
probably turned on. Scroll lock was a feature used in, like, the DOS era
There we
days so that you could use your arrow keys to, like, scroll a document or something.
Alright, I figured it out. I know the kind of people you're talking about, and it's sort of been like, it's
Yeah, they're just
weird
like,
because-
politics is stupid, and then, like, politics affects them, and they're like, how could this happen? And it's just like,
I
what do
haven't
you
had
mean?
those exact instances happen, but it's sort of been like the school I went to for high school is like, we don't talk about politics here, and then they just sort of, because, you know, it was the Trump era, it's like, we hate Trump and everything like that. It's like, bruh.
so it was just like, we don't talk about politics, unless you're shitting on one particular individual, in which case it's fine.
Yes. It's like,
I did like, the teacher I had for civics didn't like Trump, but whenever he gave, like, a lesson on something Trump did, because, you know, when you're doing civics, you have to kind of bring in, like, current politics. He would be like, this is what Trump has done, here's, like, historical precedent for why he supposedly can or can't do this. Like, it was never just him being like, Trump did this thing, I don't like Trump. It was like, Trump did this thing. Here it is in the context of civics.
that's respectable. To me.
Well, I like that just because that feels like, you know, how you teach civics. You don't teach civics by going like, Abraham Lincoln did this in 1856 and he was wrong. You teach civics by going, Abraham Lincoln did this in 1856. I don't even know if he was alive then, I'm making shit up. And his opponents thought it was wrong for these reasons, but his proponents thought that that was a good idea for these reasons. And that set this historical precedent, which allowed this to happen in the future. Like, that's how you teach civics.
Okay. Hang on a second, I got distracted. We can make a skate park now with quarter pipes and stuff like that.
Yes. Except we can't skate on it.
Yeah, I know. Devs, if you're listening, implement some sort of skateboardy type thing.
There might be a skateboard mod.
With hopefully skate-free physics.
You know, I feel almost like civics should be, like, mandatory because it ended up being something that was, like, a lot of high school felt like this is completely useless to most people.
Mm-hmm.
You need your window open?
What do you mean?
I'll be right in
No.
a second. Most people don't know Lincoln was a massive authoritarian. That wouldn't surprise me, given the time that the nation was in.
Alright, so the entrance is over here.
I'm responding to a Twitch comment, by the way.
I figured.
When your nation's fairly, when your nation's fairly new, and your nation's going through turmoil, people are like, we just want somebody to come in here with an iron fist and fix things. So it wouldn't surprise me if Lincoln was somewhat authoritarian. Like that wouldn't come as a shocker. It's entirely possible you're joking and being sarcastic, but it would make sense, so it wouldn't surprise me if that's true. Yeah, I'll have to do the window.
I'm going to redo the entrance.
Okay, Tick, calm down. Calm down. I'm not stressed out. I'm just a little tired. Don't need to be going off that badly. There we go. I think I got it somewhat under control. Yeah, my vocal tick was getting there. It was kind of bothering me. I think that's why 45 was elected. People had enough. That is, I think, exactly why he was elected, because there were people like me and my dad who were, at that time, split Bernie Trump people, and that was just because both of us were just sick and tired of the status quo, and we were like, both of these people look like they want to come in here and screw shit up. And like, enact massive change and be different. So we were both like, yeah, these two people seem like a good idea. I now regret thinking that that was a good idea. That's entirely separate. Anyhow, back to civics. I found civics was a really useful class because now I have somewhat of an understanding of how my government works and why voting is important, how voting works, and what I can do if I don't like the way things are. And, you know, shit like that. It was just one of those things where it wasn't just like, you know, here's this field of math that 10% of you at most will ever use, if not less. It was like, this is a useful skill in your daily life. Back in 16, could have gone for Bernie, but they bought him off. I don't know if Bernie was bought off so much as the DNC just completely screwed him. Like, when I was following this, the most recent election, the 2020 election, right?
Yeah.
Why am I questioning whether it was 2020?
We
Anyhow,
all are.
when I was following that one, okay.
Hey, what's going on?
I was talking about why civics is useful, and my one Twitch viewer is talking about Bernie Sanders getting paid off.
Oh god.
Anyhow, the way the DNC treated Bernie in the
Politics.
2020 election was very
Why
much
is it
like
politics?
they shoved him to the side and was just like, nope, 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 we don't want anything to do with you.
Oh lord. They're talking politics.
Well, it was supposed to be civics because I brought up that civics was actually a useful class. Like, I understand how government works, how to vote, what I can do to change things.
Hear no evil, see no
And
evil,
it was
feel,
very,
touch
it was
no
a very
evil,
useful
taste no
course.
evil, feel no evil.
Meanwhile, we're over here discussing whether or not we want to continue even doing Satisfactory anymore.
I agree.
You guys
we've been
struggling with
thinking
steel?
about It's not just struggling. No, we're not even really struggling.
I
with steel.
wasn't
We've
able
just
to
come
put
the
a
conclusion.
foundation.
No, it's just weird. It's just like the game we build and then we build for what? To build more.
It's like, what are we
Yeah, it's
actually
like
looking at?
Sponkold
We're looking at a
too.
hover pack and a train. A hover pack so we can hover in the air, not even fly, hover. And then a train to get from one side of the world to the other faster to do more of what they've already told us to do. It's like, At least in Minecraft, I could build whatever I wanted and it served the purpose I gave for it. Not what they wanted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fair enough.
I don't know, that's just an example.
Placed it with social studies for a reason.
keep
I don't
saying it.
necessarily know
I
if that
keep
was like a
saying it.
purposeful replacement type thing.
One
It
of
might have
these
just been
days.
that social studies was more general and deemed
One
more
of these
appropriate or
days,
something. I'm
we're
not
gonna
sure.
play TF2.
I know piss all about the history of like what's mandated for schooling and stuff. Anyhow, heavy. Second floor. We just gonna do it at the miner's height, or are we gonna do kind of like what I did with the other one, where it's like split weirdly?
I was gonna head to that little, what I want to say is the lip you made.
Slayer, this
Up on the
wire
top.
situation is
So,
all carried.
This would be the second floor.
I have no idea what to do here.
Yeah. Actually,
The wires are very strange.
You two sound like you're struggling.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Like one,
Um,
Mark 1 is 60 per minute. I'm breaking.
Also, you brought up Slayer. You kind of like in Minecraft, you build what you want to do what you want. I think part of the reason I like Satisfactory is I feel like a lot of the times in Minecraft, because there's not necessarily a clear direction, I just like don't know what to do. Whereas in this, it's very clear that like you have to build this thing to build this thing, and I think that might be why I enjoy it.
well, there's those tech packs.
True, I do find packs that have like guides in them usually to be more fun. And I feel like if there's no direction, like, you can attach that lift directly to the splitter. I know, but I didn't really want to. I wanted to have it like right here, how it is attached directly.
Lightfall could have been a great series. We just screwed it.
Yeah, it got screwed because, like, the idea was fine, but we just had, like, far too many people that weren't, like, consistent, and it just kind of collapsed.
Like, I also like you know, I mentioned Slayer.
Wait. When I do that, it's actually
like
taking up the
Lightfall,
space for 2 foundations, so now I
it's
don't
clearly
want to do
built
that.
to like have like a bunch of people at a bunch of different domes, but like it works much better just in one dome.
Yeah, but I feel like the
It's-
problem
there's
with
a
that
bunch
would
of
have ended
domes,
up
like, it's built for
being...
that. Well, if we had less people, like it would have been manageable.
Yeah, true, if it had been like 6 or something, but I felt like the problem with that would have been
When you have
like...
like global progress, it gets really weird.
That was supposed to be the point of the meetings at the beginning each time, to be like, alright, who's got what done, and, you know, who's behind.
Yeah.
And that just
Well, like-
didn't end up happening.
Like,
I feel like what we
delegating
should've
the
done-
progress was kind of, it's kind of robotic. It's kind of weird.
I feel like what we should have done was we should have done it 100-day style and just opened the server up to just a whole bunch of random people, then just have different teams in different areas.
We don't want Twitch randoms.
Don't you have Cheatcrete? I don't know how Cheatcrete works, so no.
Sorry, I've been jumping around here, Sponkold, for a lot.
Also, I don't know if the devs...
my brain has been turned off.
If I remember
do not
correctly,
remember
the
how to
devs removed Cheatcrete from Update 4, and they're re-adding it to Update 5, either that or they removed it from Update 3 and then re-added it to Update 4. So either I'm on the update where it's been removed and it's coming back the next update, or I'm misremembering how that happened and it's back. It's already back. Okay, yeah, I just don't know how Cheatcrete works at all.
How'd the power get here?
Yeah, I have no
That's what it
fucking
is.
clue how Cheatcrete works.
Oh, the splitter isn't.
I also don't mind working within the restrictions of the game. Are you guys struggling that hard with steel?
Yeah. Oh, now
we
it's
ever give
flooding.
you
Oh,
a-
yeah,
If it's
so
back,
fast, so
if
fast, so
Cheatcrete is
fast.
back, I just have zero idea how it works.
The speed. Oh,
Heavy, where is the entrance to this building?
Sponkold's doing hard work here.
Being redone.
I
Right,
have
well, where is
no
it
idea
going to
where
be?
to go from here.
Behind. Unless you want to redo all of it and face it to the back of the building.
As long as we have a way to get over to where the entrance is, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I wasn't able to line it up.
I do not know what to do here.
How did you... These two buildings are aligned. How...
30 things per minute.
I put 2 of the things in here, 2 of the overclockers, but I only overclocked it by 1 level, not 2.
Do you want to do what I did over in the other building where there's just like a spiral staircase in one corner?
Okay, but
Oh
we
shit!
want to
I'm
be able to
supposed to
get
be
in
doing
without
that. Oh
it
shit!
feeling
I'm.
cramped.
Wait. I can.
We don't
do
need a
this
ramp,
better, I
look.
can do this better. If I get 90 ingots per minute, we can
Take
smelt
a square
even better.
down corner ramp.
Yes,
place
that
2
was the
times
thing
over
I
the
noticed too, is that, yeah, we could have iron ingots that go 2 instead of 3 iron things, then that.
Yeah. Oh, is that annoying?
Because it's a
water?
1-for-1 on the smeltery, so it would just make it easier and faster for us.
Yeah.
But I didn't know how to go about that. See, my brain is off today. I don't know how to turn it back on.
Punch
Well,
yourself
it's
in the
almost
head
like-
really hard.
No, I feel like that would just equal
Ow.
concussion.
Yeah, true. But I mean, is there much to damage in there?
Ow.
Precious childhood memories.
Fair. Where is the pillar? Because for some reason I like sticking pillars in the middle of these
Also, that was
things.
boring as
Why
hell.
do you think I
It's
act like so
diagonal
much of a
seam with
child?
floor tile. Oh, I see.
What little childhood I did get before I had to grow the fuck up real early. What little childhood I did get, I held on to with a fucking passion and a half. I do not want to grow older.
Okay, you
But I
want to
have
do the metal
to,
walls for this heavy?
Yeah.
It's inevitable.
Why
I'm
not
basically Peter
like
Pan.
that? Oh wait,
I
I
was
see.
thinking
I
without
see
we
what
power.
you're
could
doing.
have a space of
Or
swords
Captain Hook.
down here.
I see. You're matching the outside. I get it.
Kind of.
270 per minute.
What did I just do?
Inside.
I used emotes even though I forgot how emote work. That was a sentence. Can this attach to
It was an attack.
game? There we go.
Limestone. My brain does not function.
Interesting to know how cheatcrete works. I will probably not use it because I will forget that you've told me about it.
That's so dusty.
I remember one time my cousin was
I'm gonna eat
over.
a piece of pizza.
My cousin was over and she burped after eating dinner, and my grandparents were like, "Now why did you have to go and do that?" And she just responded, "Because I perform basic bodily functions."
Yuck.
In all honesty, I found it kind of
A
funny.
lot dumber. I probably would have just responded way dumber and just been like, because it was destiny.
Nature called, and I
It
called
was
back.
destiny. It was destined to happen. I'm not gonna stop it.
Why did I just
Nature
do that to
called
the
and
beat of
I
Elmo's
broke.
world? Oh my god, I keep falling down. Heavy, fix this.
Fucking-
Gonna.
I can't tell when a burp is coming.
You don't, like, feel it?
No, I don't.
How do you-
It feels like
It's literally like pressure
Press-
building inside of you. How do you
I
not
don't
feel it?
I don't feel it.
It's pressure
It's
in
just
your gut. The way it happens.
What do you mean
is
your
it's pressure
gut?
In your gut.
That's a fart.
I said gut.
That, yes, pressure in your gut would be a fart.
Open farten.
What?
Yeah, pressure
Twitch
in
viewer, are
your
you still
gut and
here?
your stomach.
Is a pressure in your gut a fart or a burp?
That's a fart.
It depends on which direction it goes. If it goes up, you're gonna feel it in your gut, and then it's gonna go move up to your stomach, and then it's gonna go out your esophagus. Or it could go down the other way, and well,
Slayer,
you know what a fart feels like.
Slayer,
the gut
that's
is
I don't
your
think that's where
intestines.
burps originate. Burps don't originate from your intestines.
Slayer, the gut is your intestines. Nothing comes back up from the intestines unless you're like horribly ill.
Gut is intestines. Stomach is a burp. See?
Gas.
If it's a pain in your if it's pressure in your gut, that's a fart. If it's
You're a
pressure
pain,
in your stomach and like esophagus, that's a burp. Pressure in your gut won't make you burp unless you have like an intestinal blockage. In which case you're also going to start vomiting shit eventually.
I swallow the burp and shit it out.
I don't
Oh.
I don't think that's how second floor doesn't need to be as tall heavy because
Yeah,
the
you know,
machines aren't
that's-
quite as
yeah.
tall. Basically, we don't worry about the walls until the factory floor is done.
Hero, I hope you know that I'm not building this factory with any foundations beside you. That's why I'm doing it, not because it's really easy.
Yes,
You're
if you
going
want
to
to do
anger
that,
the OCD.
have fun.
Alternate solid steel ingot. There we go. Just erased all the
What the?
iron
jeez.
in the machine.
You know what?
Just
I'm not
imagine
gonna
Hero
do
just
glass.
walking
We'll
over
just
here.
do lights.
Seeing all this shit and being like, must add foundation.
As long as it's running efficiently and it works, I don't give a shit.
Ground is too uneven.
As long as it's running efficiently and it doesn't look super horrendous and it works, I really don't
It
give a
looks
shit.
super horrendous. I'm sorry.
If you've done like that one fucking YouTuber who built like the crisscross pattern of fucking the conveyor belts and did like a quilt with them in an alley in a valley, I'm gonna be pissed.
Oh.
Target 45.
Yo, is it weird that I like to eat the part of the pizza dough? Or not the pizza dough, but you know,
Yeah, it's weird.
pizza.
It's weird.
No, I like to eat the part of the pizza where it's like just a bit right underneath the cheese and the sauce is covered in the sauce and it's like,
Like the part where the sauce
I don't know.
is like
it's
caramelized.
I don't know, it's different textured shit. But not
What
down to the
did
bottom.
you
of
just
it.
say?
I like the bubbles. Yeah, I don't know it. What are you talking about?
None of us know what you're talking about.
The
What part
part
of
where
the
the
pizza?
sauce touches the actual bread of the pizza.
Are you
That
talking
part.
like at the?
it's
Are you
like
talking
solid,
like
where it's
at the
all
crust? Like before you get to the
yeah,
crust?
like above the crust. Yeah, like where it's all like soft and squishy. Yeah.
Yeah, the soft and squishy bit.
You
I
don't
mean,
get
yeah,
that
I
a lot.
like that
just go
because
straight after
pizza
that sometimes.
tastes good, and I will
I feel like,
eat it.
I feel like you don't get that at most big brand pizzas.
Big brand pizza. Something about that sounds wrong. Big brand pizza. Crust, the gooey stuff, uncooked dough. Yeah, my viewer is right. That's called uncooked dough.
That's a
Nah,
lie.
it's
Just
just-
uncooked
it's
dough, just dough.
That's a lie. That's a lie sold to you by Big Pizza.
It's a lie
Yeah.
sold by Big Pizza. I remember
You were-
seeing a
Because
YouTube
bigger
video
dudes
which is
stick
like,
in their
where's all
ass.
the cute conspiracy theories? And he was like, I want conspiracy theories about, like, fucking... I can't even remember. It was, like, basically conspiracy theories. Like, when most people think of conspiracy theories, they think of things like the government is spying on us with birds. But he was like, where's all the conspiracy theories that are, like, fucking... like, harmless shit. Do you know what? Of course, the second I want to mention this, I can't think of a single example.
I think I know the video you're talking about. Though.
Yeah, they were just like, why are there no cute conspiracy theories? Like, why are they all like, evil person wants to do evil thing?
What is an example of cute conspiracy theory?
I can't remember what the dude in the video said, and now I'm pissed.
That's her problem right now. She can't remember.
I'm angry.
P for gore.
Anger!
I am perturbed!
Perturbed. Oh, you're learning.
That's the biggest word you've ever said.
I've eaten my pizza slice. What's this?
Keep eating pizza, you
30 iron plate per minute and 60 screw per minute, meaning we have enough screws to make 2 of these machines, but we have more iron plates than we have screws.
What the fuck? Why? No.
The fuck happened?
I don't know.
Alright, so run me through what you're going through now.
We need 2 assemblers, and
Well,
that's
no, we
all
do.
we can do at the moment until we have more spare screws to work with.
I'm gonna make 40 frames per minute.
Avengers Assembler.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
Avengers Assembler.
The Avengers Assembler, man. The Avengers have been looking for that.
Does anybody remember last time when fucking Slayer went Goku is Pog? Or some shit like that.
Hey, Pog, no champ.
And then, yeah, and then Heavy went, look, Pog, no champ.
Yo, Pog with no brim.
I
What?
hate all of you people.
Pog with no...
Ramps.
Oh my god.
Why am I still here?
Yo, look at this guy looking over. He's looking up all his little
man
shit.
riding a pog.
Look at a fat girl fighting over chicken. Man, look at a fat girl fighting over chicken.
Okay, we got iron. Making iron. Now we're making steel. This is just for versatile frameworks, right, Slayer?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, we could
This
make an
assembler too far
offshoot.
away.
We could make an offshoot of the steel to make the encased steel
You can't
beams
what?
if you really wanted to.
Your ass is too far away, I can't kick it.
Oh, here.
Because all the encased steel beams take is we just make the steel ingots into the steel beams and then send the steel
That was a
beams
hole
off
in
all
one.
the way off to the back
Kind
over by the
Kind of.
limestone.
Well, I mean, you hit me down, not the staircase, but
Shut up.
Actually, yeah, that
No,
wouldn't be
I-
that much of a problem. Yeah,
You
just
lost
have
your
the
rights to
splitters up
speak.
here. He takes the steel ingots
lost
and
your
sends
rights to
some of them
take
off to the
away my
limestone
rights.
and the rest of them off to go be whatever.
Ah, shit. I lost my rights to take away his rights. What do I do?
Here, I'll work on the limestone area. You work on these.
Where did the power go?
I like
Slayer?
that suddenly it's these other 2
What?
that are being real serious.
Just Put a power line down somewhere. I put a whole bunch of power
Do I
tools
not-
out.
Did I not add a
Always
thing with
2
walls?
there
I
are.
didn't.
No
I didn't-
more, no less.
Did the
Make a
power
thing with
network
walls.
die?
If it did, you might want to check up on it then.
No,
I
just-
hope the
oh.
network didn't fucking die.
Oh, it was. Okay, it was full of stealing.
Oh wait, you guys are on a
It is
different
still
network, right?
Yeah. I don't
I
know.
was
Yeah,
about
so-
to be like, I hope to fuck it hasn't died. I need a floating conveyor splitter. That's like half in the wall. This is not gonna work, is it?
Maybe not. I missed the shot. I'll be right back.
Also, my viewer had expressed his pain at our fucking pog shit.
Oh.
Pogueros.
The French.
Did you guys see that meme I posted of the tree log that looked like the pog face and it said loggers?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I did.
Did you guys think that one was funny?
Thought it was quite pog.
Oh my god. Yeah, I walked into that one.
What do you mean? There was no joke there. That was the least funny thing I've said all day.
I still walked into it. Somehow I was expecting you to not say anything pog related.
That's where you thought.
And here we are.
What the f- Oh, right, because the conveyor left is stupid.
Okay, so we're gonna be making a
Piss
metric
sake.
fuck ton of steel beams.
That's kind of the point of this game, make a metric fuck ton of everything. Make the planet into one giant factory.
Oh.
What? Did you say make a metric fuck ton of my mother? Was that your grid?
That was mine. That was mine.
Okay.
Why did
yeah,
I put the
ours is
power
separate.
poles up here when I built this? What the fuck was wrong
Maybe
with
I
me?
should start splitting instead of overclocking. That's perfect.
That does remind me, at some point, I do need to up the production rate of this power grid.
Slayer, is this running on biofuel generators?
No. I connected it over to the steel line, or no, the
Oh, that's right, I forgot we
The
chose
coal-
the worst
the coal
possible spot
generator
for an
that was over
entrance
in the
ever
other
to this
spot.
building.
The Caterium line?
yes, I basically siphoned off of that.
You're not very bright, are you?
When have I ever said I
And
am?
it's still not turning back on.
I am the biggest
Really? Wow.
dumbass of them
Really?
all.
Like
I
this?
dare you to find one dumber than me.
Uh-oh.
Honestly, that is a challenge. I dare you to find someone dumber than me.
Uh-oh.
Challenge accepted. I'll start right now.
Well, I've got.
You should've. You
I
should've.
have the limestone working now on shit. It is. I have an industrial storage container now,
You're shitting yourself.
working on it.
I have too many.
My
That's
dad-
good.
Your dad shit himself?
My dad did shit himself.
My father. Did.
I'm pretty sure everybody has
My
shit
father
themselves.
done did
or
shat
most people have
himself.
shit
No,
themselves.
my dad shit the bed one.
Wow,
I'm
that
pretty sure
sounds
you
like
did
it
as a
really
child.
stunk.
Like
I
me
once
Oh.
slept in my shit, not realizing I had shat. And then when I
What?
woke up and looked at my pants, I was like, "Oh no, I have
Oh.
done shat myself."
Why didn't you just?
And then I
get
took a
up?
shower and everything was fine
Why didn't you just?
because
get
I
up?
was tired and it was warm.
Yeah, it was warm because you shit yourself.
No shit.
You know, I think the blankets are also warm. I don't think blankets are cold.
If it helps, I was very sick at the time, so that was another thing keeping me in the bed.
No,
Oh, yeah,
my
sick?
dad
no,
was
it
also
doesn't
really
help.
sick. My dad was
The
really
idea-
sick. He was really
The idea
sick.
that someone would-
I hear him getting up. And he's like, "Fuck." He's just like, shit. I just hear him just like walking out of bed.
there's
Walking
just a-
out of
there's
bed, but
just-
like
there's just a-
swaddling.
There's just a plop
You should
sound
check.
as shit like drips down onto the floor from his pants.
Yes.
Plop shit,
was-
plop shit,
Like
plop shit,
this
plop shit.
was this is like my memory of this. Like I was half asleep, and it was like holy shit. Like
Why are we talking about this?
I won't let him live it down.
Why are we talking
It's
about
just-
this?
It's funny.
Because reasons.
My dad shit the bed meters away from me.
Meters away from me.
I could see
What are you,
into the whites of his
European?
eyes.
Well, I say meters because feet are too small. That's like 30 feet maybe.
Why didn't you just use yards?
I once puked in my
No one
mom's
gets
hair.
yards. Who the fuck says yards?
Americans.
Like, here's the thing: is that Americans say feet, but they don't say yards. We like.
That actually, that is a
remember
good point. We
but,
don't
like, we
say
never
yard.
talk
Why is
about
that? Yard is a measurement, but we never use it for like anything.
yards. Like,
We use it
like,
for
we use it for
football
like
fields.
football. Like we use.
Okay,
it for
but that's
stuff, you know,
football. No one cares about football.
They use
At
it
least
in the
nobody
rugby
with a
Football
brain.
obsessed.
Yeah, nobody with a
We're
brain
like,
cares
Sunday,
about football.
Sunday, Sunday.
Like it's like it's like a decimeter, right? Like it's a thing, but no one ever fucking uses it because why would you? I don't know why are we quiet? Was that such?
Have
was
you
that
looked
very-
up the Wikipedia list for the full list of imperial measurements?
There's a lot of them. I seen like a graph of them. There's actually not that many. There's a lot.
it's-
but,
it's
like, once you got it
insane.
down, you
Wikipedia imperial measurements.
hope you're not
One
including, like,
Twitch viewer,
joules.
if you're still there, look at the full list of imperial units on Wikipedia. It's insanity.
See, the only reason everyone shits on Imperial is because the world suddenly said, like, oh, we're moving to metric now. We're moving to metric now. And then they just left.
Because
it.
it's fucking better and it makes more sense.
And how do you propose
More
we just
precise.
change it all suddenly? How do you propose that?
Like the 14 other countries that used to use imperial units and then did it. You implement a thing saying
like
all
100
shit now is
fucking years
metric,
ago.
and
That's
then
ridiculous. We can't just
over
do that all of a
time
sudden.
people shift to the metric system.
We are like
Old
an
people are like,
industrial superpower.
fucking, we'll use imperial. And then all the younger
We're an
people are like, this is
industrial
dumb, we'll use
superpower.
metric. And it shifts.
Like, they can do that in places where they're not making like everything for the world.
The way I see it,
They can do that where like
You,
the world is not
Spunkold,
dependent on
Spunkold,
their
you
economy.
do realize manufacturers in the United States internally making things for other countries measure things in the metric system as they're manufacturing it, right? And then later, when they go to sell it to the States, they convert it over to imperial, basically. Like,
Okay.
on the corporate level, basically everywhere except for, like, American, like, individual people, America uses the metric
Counterpoint.
system.
Okay, counterpoint. Who gives a shit?
Me,
Is it really
clearly.
that bad? You have to
No, but the
memorize
imperial
some math.
system is kind of stupid.
You just have to memorize some math. Woohoo.
I just think that if all companies
It's unintuitive.
and
So here's
all
the
the
thing.
other things
So,
in the
like, here's
government
the
were to
thing.
just switch over
Like,
to it
with-
overnight,
with,
it
like,
would
with,
force
like,
people to
cooking-
learn.
Like here's the thing with like cooking and shit. It's like oh yeah, let me just put 1.375 liter of milk in this cake. Fuck you. Just put a cup and a half.
Yeah, measurement systems for, like, liquids in general are kind of stupid.
Like when it comes to like cooking, like for practical applications, like in general, just like practical shit, like the metric system, really no measuring system is perfect for that. Like if we're talking like for mathematical stuff and science, yeah, metric is absolutely better in every way.
Well, even
But, like,
just,
for
even just
practical
like,
everyday
general...
applications, like cutting a liter into the thousandths, it's too complicated. Like
Yeah, that's why we don't...
like
that's
a-
why people
like
don't
a-
use that shit for cooking. You don't do,
like a-
like,
like-
1.2765 liters of something.
Well,
Either
those
way,
applications,
would you like to hear me
not-
list out all of the imperial measurements?
Go right ahead.
Twip, point, line, poppy seed, barley corn,
Poppy seed is a
pica,
measurement.
digit, finger, inch, nail, stick, palm, hand shaft meant link
These are
span
measurements from like 200
foot
years ago.
cubic pace yard fathom
These are like 100
grade or
100
step.
plus year old measurements.
I don't care. I'm still reading them. Rod, pole,
No one
perch,
uses
rope, gutters, chain, Ramsden's chain, shackle,
Fortnite.
skein, furlong, cable, mile, nautical mile, Roman mile, league, and spindle.
A winner chicken dinner. A victory.
Dude, that's a measurement of time.
There was actually a proposal for metric time at one point.
It's so
Oh
stupid.
God, why? Why?
It
now
actually-
your seconds are gonna be
No,
changed
we're
into
not.
soliloquies.
We are not upending the time system. We're not doing that. I'm sorry.
Well, there is no need to do it because everybody understands how time works. The only
We
argument
already
I
have
have
two
is that the
systems
12-hour
of
clock.
Good.
No, we have one system
We
of
have
measuring
two. We have
time.
the 12-hour
Like,
clock and the 24-hour clock.
It's just
Those
like,
aren't
it's
two different
sick.
systems. Those are two different ways of displaying the same measurement.
Like it's
And the
I-
24-hour clock makes more
Basically
sense.
whatever.
More sense. The 12-hour clock is ridiculous.
Fuck you.
Here's a counterpoint. It doesn't matter, and it's the same thing.
Yeah, but
It's
the 12-hour
literally the
clock
same
is
thing.
ridiculous.
No, it's still the same thing.
Holy
doesn't
shit,
matter.
that's a lot of
It's
crystal.
not ridiculous. You just hate America for like weird reasons.
No, this has nothing to do with America. This is literally the 12-hour clock is fundamentally stupid. There's 24 hours in a day.
It's
Why do
just
we have a
splitting
system?
It in half. It's just splitting it in half. It doesn't matter. It's like it doesn't. It's not complicated.
Spunkold? I know tons of people that screw things up because it's difficult to tell the difference between AM and PM for them. Firstly, I'm one of them. And
They're
secondly,
stupid. You're stupid. I'm sorry.
no,
I
it's
didn't
just
mean
the
that.
disability I have. It's not intuitive to me to have two completely
It's just
arbitrary
two different
abbreviations that mean morning and afternoon, and I can never remember the difference between the two of them because it's arbitrary. Random arbitrary shit doesn't stick with me very well. 24-hour clock makes more sense. There's 24 hours in a day, measure it that way.
It doesn't matter.
It makes more sense. There's 24 hours in a day.
It doesn't matter.
we want-
We're not min-maxing. This isn't an MMO. We're not min-maxing the number systems. We need to focus on making like medicine and shit first. People are dying. They're dying.
The
Hero.
24-hour clock
And you're
makes
complaining
more
about
sense.
the numbers.
Yes.
The numbers, Mason, what do they mean?
I don't know the AM and the PM.
No, I don't, and I think it's fucking ridiculous.
Is our...
It's just not ridiculous.
Okay, Spunkold, let's say the way we measured shit was this is foot 1, this is foot 2, this is foot 3, and now
I'm autistic.
this
I don't know
is
how to
foot
talk to
1
people.
the
That's
second
not their
time, this
fault.
is foot
I'm
2 the
disabled.
second time, this is foot 3 the second time. Now we move on to foot 4, foot 5, and then foot 6, and then we move on to foot 4 the second time, foot 5 the second time, foot 6 the second time. Pretty fucking stupid, isn't
Moving on
it?
to foot fetish.
No, they just split it in half.
I'm still making the
They just
point
split
that
it
it's
in half
stupid.
once. They just split it in half once.
Oh, okay, fine. Let's say we do that with inches then.
Yeah,
You
half
have inch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you have inch 1A,
like,
2A,
that doesn't-
3A, 4A,
like,
5A,
like,
6A.
see, that doesn't work because, like, every minute of the day, every hour of the day, like, it is a definite measurement again and again every time, but...
An
like,
inch
with
is a
an
definite
with
measurement again every
with
single
an inch,
time.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't... Like, it's different. It's applied to different things. The day is just the day. Like, it fucking... It doesn't matter.
It's literally the same thing, and if you think that would be a stupid way to measure things in inches, then you should think the 12-hour clock is stupid for the same reason.
It's not stupid. We just split... Like, we just split it in half.
It's
I don't know
less
how it came
intuitive.
about.
It's
I don't
less
know how it came
intuitive to
about.
do it that way. And I don't know how it came about either. It's stupid. In fact, the reason it has the nickname military time is the military uses the 24-hour clock so that they can never possibly mix up AM or PM.
Like, to what extent is it really something worth complaining about?
I think it is, because it has legitimately screwed me up a number of times.
My brother has trouble telling left from right sometimes. Does that mean we should just go by east north, like east fucking forward?
There
backwards?
there actually are some cultures that do not have left words for left and right, and the people just kind of have a general sense of which way is north at any time because of that. I don't fucking know how. But you can go to those places where they don't have ways of describing, relative to them. They just kind of somehow intuitively know where north is.
It's not a problem of the system.
It's not a problem of the system.
It's like if it's a disability.
Okay, Sponkold, name a more intuitive thing to left and right. A 24-hour clock is more intuitive. There's nothing more intuitive than left and right.
There's a lot of people that just can't do math at all. So, like, dealing with, like, the clock is a nightmare for them. Does that mean we should just upend it to you can go to work whenever you want? No, that's a problem with them. That's not a problem with the bigger system.
That's why there are calculators and digital clocks, because you don't have to start splitting the clock face into pieces with the digital clock. So, here's
the thing is that, like, it also doesn't really... Like, if you're just gonna look at a clock, like, you're gonna be able to tell just by, like, knowing what evening and morning looks like, whether it's AM or PM. And, like, it might as well just be, like, 2 days of 2 cycles. Like, if I look at the clock and it says 5, like, without an AM or a PM, I'm gonna be able to tell that it's morning just by how the sun looks.
Yeah, but it's still, it's less intuitive. Like, to go back to your left to right example, your brother has trouble telling...
Oh, what if there's, like, no, like, window? It's like, okay, well, like, you're in an asylum.
Spunkold, going back to your example of your brother, he can't tell left from right. There's no such there's nothing more intuitive than left and right when you need to describe to the sides of you. There's no more intuitive method of doing that. Whereas with the clock, there is a more intuitive clock than the 12-hour one.
Sundial supremacy.
Yeah, okay, yeah, it's more intuitive. you got me.
That's been my entire fucking argument. It's more intuitive. It makes it easier to do shit when the thing is more intuitive.
I've never once ever struggled with discerning AM from PM.
I know a ton of people that have. I know there's tons of tricks that exist to help you remember which half of them
You're the first one I've met.
Me, Alex, there's like half the people I work with that screw that up all the time.
Like, I don't know what to say. If people can't learn the systems, that's not a problem with the system. Like, it's a very simple thing. Like, what do you mean they screw it up?
So if there's a more intuitive version of something that would make make more sense to more people, like they mix up AM and they mix up AM and PM.
Up AM and PM. Well, you should have learned
like
that.
when they're making their schedule and shit. What do you mean we should have learned that? I can't learn that. I literally cannot remember that, no matter how much I try. Because it's some arbitrary bullshit, and it's so fucking similar to each other.
Like, AM stands for, like, something meridian, PM stands for post-meridian, which means...
yeah, people told me that, I don't remember it.
I thought it was,
just try to remember what post-meridian stands for, and you can remember it.
I've tried to remember it as, like, past midday or past midnight or after midday, but the problem is it's, like, interchangeable.
Like, if you
and I don't know what meridian means.
It means middle.
Okay, middle. Are we talking middle of the day or middle of the night?
Well, if we're if we're talking, like, on the 24-hour clock, the middle would be 12. So yes, the middle. Like, middle of the day.
So middle of the day.
24 hours. Like, there's 24 hours of a day, so middle would be noon.
So AM is afternoon, then?
No, like, post-meridium. Like, it's like after.
Then what's fucking AM for? I figured AM would be after meridian.
It's antemeridium.
What the fuck?
Like antechamber. Like, I don't know. It's Latin. Antechamber. Like,
okay, well, at least now I know why.
Really, all you need is, like, post meridium. Like once you know post meridium, you can process of elimination.
I shouldn't be surprised that it's some Latin bullshit, which is why it's the way it is. But either way, I honestly think when there's a more intuitive version of something available, implementing that is a better idea. because it causes
don't
less problems.
Like-
There's a reason
way
we
I see it,
changed
we
the
have
way
bigger
road
issues.
signs are designed and shit. It's like, oh, we can make this sign more intuitive to more people, and therefore less people crash their fucking cars. Now, granted, not being able to tell the difference between morning and afternoon isn't nearly as important as redesigning a road so less people have accidents, but, like, still, there's a more intuitive version of something, we should just fucking use it.
Slayer, I'm sorry, I'm in the hole.
What hole? Where?
What the fuck have we been doing? Why are we arguing about clocks? This is a factory game.
This is what I was talking about. This game.
You
makes
have
us
never
think too
once
much,
talked
and then
about
just
this
what
ever.
about other things.
That's what I just said. That's what I meant by I'm in the hole.
You have
That's what
never brought this up ever, Demon.
How do I
Brought it
switch?
up before.
When?
How do I?
I've mentioned it many a time before. How we end up
Oh, wait.
doing something and then going off on a random fucking tangent that has nothing to do with it and ends up
The
being
closest
serious
thing
wrong.
you've ever mentioned to this was we end up talking about serious shit after a little
Talked
while.
about it. I don't know.
We're
If,
supposed to
That
be
is the
idiots.
closest thing you've ever brought up to that.
yo, how do I switch hotbars?
Hold Alt and scroll. You can't have
Hold Alt and scroll.
your construction tool out, though. If you
That's
have your
fucking
deconstruction
stupid. That's
tool out, you
stupid.
can't scroll.
Why can't I have the tool out? That's really.
I don't know. I think it might be because the construction tool and like the build tool are internally
They're
like
like-
the same
yeah.
thing, and when you're building, scrolling rotates.
Yeah.
So because it's the same tool, they probably just disabled it for when you have that tool out, rather than making two
there's
identical
no
tools.
water. Oh no. I broke the water and now there's no water.
How did you break the water? What? What are you
What am I
guys
gonna
doing?
do? Uh-oh. Some 45 cubic water per minute. 45 cubic water.
Cubic water.
That's a lot of water. Cubic water. Number 50. Cubic water. Can't do that. Say that.
Can't say
Last thing
what.
you
Cubic
want,
water.
your water.
What's
Oh,
wrong
no.
with cubic water?
I feel like cubes in my water would be a little bit weird.
You mean
Hey,
ice,
Sponkold,
motherfucker?
do think
You mean
can come
ice?
Help me out.
No, not ice, not ice.
I
I'm just talking
kind of got nuked.
strained sci-fi.
Demon, what did you do?
You got nuked.
I got nuked.
Did you walk up to the fucking uranium?
Oh my god.
The uranium? No, I did not walk up to uranium. No, I got nuked by fire blast, and my body looks smexy as ever.
Stop saying smexy.
I will never stop saying smexy.
It's so weird.
Now,
oh,
If you really want me to stop using the 24-hour clock, maybe you can strike a deal to make him stop doing that, and I might do that.
Slayer, please. Learn yourself. Stop it.
Alright, we need to hook this up to power.
Be gone, demon.
Heavy, want to start hooking this stuff up to power?
Slayer.
Sure. You want me to finish the walls first, or you?
What? We don't want walls up here at the moment because we don't know what shape this is going to be. Eventually, we want, we want more screws coming in, so we're going to want at least 2 more of these, for when we get more screws, but I don't know when or how we're going to get more screws.
I'm up on a ledge.
Are we using? No, we're not using.
I'm
the
higher
stitch.
up,
We're
I'm
using
These
the-
take 30
I am
plates per
above the
minute, and I don't know
two
how many
boys.
plates we have coming in here per minute.
I'm so sorry.
Alright.
Oh.
Power. This should be fun.
So, do you see how I set up the glass?
I have died and my legs are spread, ready for
Yeah.
Do
you.
you see...
I don't want to
That
do
implies some necrophilia going on there, bud.
No,
We're not king shaming, but I mean...
Not a huge.
I will 100% king shame necrophilia. Actually, you know, I shouldn't say that. There's a difference between
Hey, you know,
being
hey,
attracted
you know,
to it and
you know,
acting
they're
on
not.
it.
They're, oh my fucking god.
There's a
What
difference.
about
You know what? I'm
children?
actually not
Are you
going to
gonna
do that.
shame pedophiles?
No, actually.
Oh, jeez.
Well, you
Oh,
know, if they're
God.
get-
That's
you know, if
that's
they're getting help.
counterintuitive.
I'm gonna shame them if they're not seeking help.
Oh yeah, they
should
should
be
seek
seeking
help,
help.
but I'm not going to
They should
shame
be
them
seeking
for
help.
it. Like, yes, they
I'm
should.
gonna shame them for not seeking help.
Yes, they should seek help, but they can't control it.
I will shame them for not seeking help. I will not shame them for something they can't control. I will shame them for not trying to fix it.
Yeah, that's fair. You know, I don't shame people for like shit that's out of their control.
Alright, so where
I've gotta
is
get those
the end
fucking
point? Or-
thoughts out of my head of, oh,
Anyhow.
there is no choice, or like, it's not like they have no choice in it. Oh my god, the way my brain sees it is they do that because they felt like it.
Yeah, they act on it.
Yeah, there's a difference between you have an
See, like-
attraction to something and you
like,
act on
here's-
it,
here's
and
the
you have
thing,
an
is,
attraction
like-
to something and you understand that it's problematic and
Like,
therefore you
uh,
don't act
like,
on it.
see, like, here's the thing: is that like it's really weird, just like from a baseline of like, oh, you know, I have a fetish that like I like, you know, people don't like me for, so I'm just gonna go like rape someone and do it. Like, what the fuck?
I don't think most people do that.
Like, it's weird that it's such a big thing with pedophilia, though. Like, oh, I'm just gonna go and like fulfill my desires. What the fuck?
I'm gonna let
Why is
Sponkold
it so
finish off
common?
his thought, and then we should probably just, in general, not talk about this.
I should probably not
Shit.
talk about it from like a first-person perspective when I word it. You know?
Oh,
Tell me
I'm
not to lie.
offsetting these because I'm fucking stupid.
Why do I have the strangest feeling if we weren't playing this right now, we wouldn't be talking about any of this shit at all?
You know, you're right.
Why is it this game in particular?
I don't know. I guess I'm getting burnt out and I'm starting to see what my other friends were talking about with this game. It's literally just an endless cycle of find shit to build bigger shit to make more shit to build bigger shit and onward and onward and onward stacking infinitum.
I like that.
think you
Anyhow,
guys
Heavy, you
feel-
see where I'm gonna put this wall outlet, right?
Yeah, to answer Slayer's question, I think you
Exactly.
guys feel inclined because I bought it for most of you. So you
Wait, you want
guys
your money
have-
back?
You haven't
I'll
been
fucking
here
give you
for
your
half
money
of
back.
these streams. Anyhow, Heavy,
No, I'm just
hook,
saying you guys
hook
feel
the things up to power like this.
I bought this.
A little bit, maybe.
I bought
Because you guys have the goodness and the kindness of your hearts, or whatever I was trying to say.
I try to be a good person.
I know.
Try is the key word.
That's why I said I know.
Ow. Jesus, man. Like, I try to help out people. Like, there was this one guy at the store the other night, and he was just sitting there for a ride. He didn't have
And
his
you punched him in
money
the
or something.
face and stole his money. How dare you?
Why did
Nah,
you do that?
he didn't. He didn't have his.
Why,
he
why,
didn't
why
have
would
his
you punch him
wallet.
in the face and steal his money? He just wanted to buy some pizza.
Fuck you.
He was
I'm
buying
ashamed.
pizza for
What
his
happened
family,
was
and
he
you
was
punched
sitting
him in the
there-
face and you stole his
I
money.
miss the old Slayer.
He was sitting there waiting for a ride from his peoples. He had no money of his own. We were closing down for the night, pretty much. It was like minutes to close, and I was like, "Fuck it." Here's an order that somebody didn't come by and grab all day, but it's still pretty good. It's only like 3 hours old.
So you fed it to him, and then you punched him in
If
the
you
face
want
and
it, and
stole
you're
his
not
money.
opposed to
Wait, Slayer
the
died.
mushrooms. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, Slayer, when did you die? How long have you been dead?
Oh, I don't know. Since the moment I first called out to Sponkold saying, "Hey, help me! I got nuked."
When was that?
Why did you
Yeah.
go and die? Just like pick yourself out.
I went
Just
to
don't
go
die,
and try
forehead.
and see if
Just
I could
pick your
kill the
loot up.
two fire-breathing monstrosities in the canyon to get the thing.
What?
I was over on the top of the ledge trying to shoot down from them. Both of them shot their 5 blasts at me all at the same time.
I have a different
10 blasts
idea.
at the same time.
So,
Okay.
Heavy, do you see how I added those metal things to the end
Oh, I'm
there?
going to Slayer right now.
Oh.
I'll be there
Yeah.
first.
Okay.
Oh, well, Sponkold's heading there. Just stick to your Heavy. Do you see how I did the metal things on the end to offset the glass?
I got hit
yeah,
by
I did.
10
Let's
blasts
try
at once.
lining the wall here with these. That way we can
Lord.
make it as if it's like a frame holding the glass panels in.
But how is that going to help the power?
It's just decorative. So we do this, right?
Let me get up top.
And we do this, and it's like a frame.
Wait, Slayer, are you above? Are you up?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
I just got up here.
I am
How
above
did you get up there?
on the
Did you
cliff
leave a-
side.
Did you leave a bridge somewhere?
I made it
No.
to the top and immediately fell back down.
You could
because I
you could probably
forgot to
just do
left
this
the
from
O and
down
the A
here.
button.
you
I
know?
used the mountainside across from where my body
Okay, there
is,
we go.
and I just used the natural formation of the rocks to make a spiral, or not make a spiral, but walk the spiral all the way up it. Almost
Okay.
all the way up it, until I got
I'll
to a
find
point
the
where I
way
could
up.
jump across.
So you want the glass
Yeah,
in
yeah.
between all these?
I'll find a way up.
Yeah.
Alright.
Have them. So which way should we have the beams and the glass going? Should we have them going the long way or the short way?
I think actually,
So we can either do like this, or we can do like that. What do you think?
hang on.
That's the one.
What?
That's the one there. That's the
Oh.
one. That's the one.
Probably
Eh.
facing this way.
This way. Oh, that way it actually looks more like it's those like styrofoam ceiling tiles, dude. The ones I'm talking
Oh, you
about.
used to live that town.
No, I don't think I did.
Like school ceilings. They have those styrofoam tiles.
Oh, fuck that.
Oh, those.
Oh god, these glass foundations are slightly off.
What? Oh.
They were slightly off.
Oh. Alright, you do that.
Die. You would
Die, potato.
Please don't.
The
But I did.
fucking randomizer Nuzlocke I did last night?
Nope.
meant to
I
comment
did
on that.
one. I did it. I died in the first 35 minutes.
Well,
I
I'm
had
not
a quad
surprised.
on. His name
I
was
would never
Gerald
tell
with a J. He will be missed.
What other? I mean.
So heavy.
I
I'm
forgot there
thinking
was a-
power outlet in the middle of each glass foundation, going
Yeah.
down
I have
to
a
the
Kyogre now.
machine
as my
below them.
starter.
So like
Slayer,
this.
Where did you go?
Do you think that looks
I'm-
good?
Up and
So middle
told
here
you, just
or
run
middle
the
in
natural
between? Right.
Just look
of
at
the
what
mountain.
I've done over here.
There's
You
no
think this looks
natural
good?
Path. There's a cliff.
The cliff that is across
are
from
you?
me. Use the natural running path of it.
I'm making a
Okay,
ladder.
so sort of middle-ish. All right, you want
Oh,
me
that
to...
was supposed to be in the middle. Sorry.
Okay.
Do you think that looks good going down to each one of these,
I was hoping we could
or
probably
should we have one of
do it-
these going to both?
I think it should be sort of like here, if at all possible. Can you see me?
Where? There. We don't have enough connection to a singular wall outlet, unfortunately.
Okay.
Hold on, I
Alright.
can't get.
We
a good
could do
view.
wall outlets down the middle of the two, though, and have them connect to both machines. So we could do.
Okay.
No, I need more light.
So do I just put a power
Don't
pole
do
right
that.
above it?
Don't.
Or will it
no.
connect itself? Okay.
No, we'll connect
still up there?
later.
Yes, I'm still up there.
So we can do this.
You're right there.
Don't do this.
How does that look?
Let me go back.
Hero, help me!
What have you done?
Sponkold decided to suddenly play a round of Mario Golf, and I'm the ball.
Uh-huh.
What?
Oh, you're still dead. He's...
So anyhow,
Yeah.
how does this look?
Hey, what's up?
It looks perfect for Christmas.
Help, he's playing Mario Golf and I'm the ball!
Perfect for Christmas?
Yeah,
Four.
the lights and stuff.
The only
wires.
problem is there's no hole!
4.
Actually,
No,
there
I'm
is
about
a
to be
hole.
waterlogged!
There's 3 actually.
Go in the water. Go in the stream.
You just gotta stand up there and watch me do this, I assume.
Yeah, that's usually how these things have been. You're just
What if
not
the gun
usually
makes
looking.
me-
I'm just being abused.
What if I exploded you?
Actually, am I supposed to be doing something up here?
No, because we need more screws.
don't
in
have
order
any
to get to what
explosives.
we're doing next, but we don't have enough screws.
You don't have the necessary materials to
Okay.
make explosives.
So
I-
we would need to somehow make screws, and we could do something like, we could split it up so only a certain amount of iron is used for screws, a certain amount is used for this and that, but screw all that.
Screw.
I was about to say, pun intended. So you want me to connect wires and stuff to like each of the different stuffs?
Well, we have to design a building
glitching out
up.
for me.
We have to design a wall up top, because we know the up top lines are going to go, so based on this skylight here, we have to design what that other upper area is going to look like. Do you know what I just said?
No.
Can you two help me
I
before
figured.
he really fucks it, like fucks me up?
You're
No,
already
because
dead.
by
Why
the
don't
time
we
we get over there, he will have completed his.
That's 2 steel
Torture.
pipes.
Yeah.
Oh
Need
no.
10 pipes for an obelisk.
So, Heavy, we know once we get more screws, this is what this is gonna end up looking like.
Actually, when was the last autosave? I want an
I don't know.
experiment done. Okay. Slayer, I want to see if you were to log out and log back in, if you would stay dead.
Probably. Why wouldn't he?
I don't know.
I think you'd probably be forced to just kill yourself, or you could act normally. I had to guess.
Two, because if we're wrong, I have to go all the way back here and hope you didn't rob my corpse.
I don't have space for shit.
You
So
think that's
we
gonna
know when we
stop
get
you?
more screws,
Not that
this
you
is
know.
gonna look like this.
Motherfucker, more
do
likely
I
what you'll
think
probably
that's
do
gonna
is
stop me? I think I have a better idea of what I would do.
you'll
How many
probably
plates
like
would this
hide it
use?
under a whole bunch of foundation and shit
Is
like
this
that,
a
and make it
smart
so that once I
splitter
log out and log
conveyor?
back in, I can't see the marker for
don't
it anymore,
worry
so I'm
about
just
those. We won't
constantly looking
know
under all of
exactly
it,
where
wasting all
those
that
need
time.
to go until.
Giving me ideas.
till
Meanwhile, you've
later.
emptied it into some other chest, and I'm busy here looking at.
Like we
all
won't
of
need,
these
we won't
fucking
know what
foundations into somewhere
orientation we
else.
need for those
That's
until
a
we
good
actually
idea.
get the rest of the screws coming in. So we're just not going to worry about it.
That's what I would do. That's what I
So-
would do. So that's why I'm not.
This
respawning.
terminates. Oh, this literally terminates right at the edge of the other one. So we'll do this.
Shard.
You still don't have the materials necessary. You're missing
I
at least
do.
one piece.
I do. I'm just making some power shards.
You don't have the.
So
balls
Heavy, we
to do
want
it.
the wall and ceiling like
You
this
don't
high
have the
from the looks of things.
balls.
You got it.
Hang on.
I got balls. I have
Not
so
yet.
many nuts. I have so many balls.
Oh no, he has the balls. Ow. Don't want to. You might want to be careful and not stand that close.
Should we bother sticking a skylight on or nah?
That's up to you.
How many of these have you made?
Is he just repeatedly exploding you?
Does anyone want to see the?
He's
the
thrown like 6 at me.
Does anyone want to see him get blown up by 5 explosives at once?
Oh, it's 5. I
Are
thought it was
you
6.
reviving him and then blowing him up?
No. I'm still dead. He's just blowing up my dead body.
Oh, that's an idea.
Oh god. Ah!
How are you gonna get away quickly?
Was that
enough
attached to you?
explode?
Wait, it was attached to
I'm
you.
up in a tree.
You went over. You went above the cliff. I didn't know they stuck to people.
I landed in a tree.
They're sticky bombs.
Now, presumably, we'll need more of these eventually.
Where'd you get a
Just
rebar
because
gun?
of how
When haven't I had
how
a
many
rebar
plates
gun?
we have going in here, so I'm gonna preemptively set
Yeah,
up
climb
another
the ladder, climb
assembler.
the ladder, why don't you
But we're
climb
not
the
gonna
ladder?
go larger than the footprint of this building for now. Did that make sense?
Jamie got away.
I think so.
Good. I was gonna say if that one didn't make sense, then you need to see doctor.
I need you to repeat yourself.
Oh, you already got the
Yeah,
thingy
speak
opening.
up, son.
All right.
You need doctor. I feel like I could get in trouble for that. Probably not though.
Why?
It's just an accent. What if I went like bippity boppity?
That was the worst attempt at that accent I've ever heard.
Hey,
Sponkold.
spaghetti ravioli, hey! They stole me.
And then this is my last stream before I get banned from every
Remember when
platform.
they canceled Apu from The Simpsons just because he had an Indian accent? And there was nothing
No,
more
because
to
I
it?
don't watch The Simpsons and I don't care.
Wow. Sad.
Yeah, like the mob came for Apu and they got rid of him. Like, you know, just because he had an
Oh,
he had an
because-
Indian accent, which obviously means that he's a stereotype. Indian accents don't exist.
No, it was because it was a white guy playing an Indian character.
No, like they wanted Apu gone in general.
Wrong color.
Oh,
Long color.
wait.
Yeah, that's also like also a whole dumb
Wait.
thing. Like
Oh.
it's a voice actor.
Yep.
Oh, I wasn't talking about that. We were doing the walls. And
No,
it
no,
was
I
the
know,
wrong
I know.
color.
You know? Yeah, like that's also a dumb thing. Like oh like you know what I'm more concerned about. Like I'm not really concerned about like the real person with the real skin color playing the same character, same race, cartoon character. I'm not concerned about that. I'm much more concerned about like A-list actors taking all the fucking voice actor slots, like all the roles. It's all got to be like big giant names. You know. They
I
keep
just
saying- that's more
don't
of the
give a
problem
shit.
with me. Well, you know, I'm talking about it.
Yeah, I know. You can talk about it. I'm just saying, like, for the record, I just don't care enough.
Yeah.
Like, in general, I think most of what Hollywood just produces is kind of bleh.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Brian, you missed the earlier, very appropriate conversations that are definitely allowed on Twitch.
Yeah, Hollywood makes a lot of just you're dog shit.
Honestly, I think it's just because the
almost
majority
every
of
bit.
people aren't the most intelligent. What were they?
Just make the big
Very
explosion.
appropriate things that are definitely allowed on Twitch and not at all verging on TOS.
You know, I shat on pedophiles and I went over.
Yeah, he
hypothetical
shat on
argument
pedophiles. We're
in the
getting
first
banned for
person,
this.
so it sounded really bad. Oh, you know, if I wanted to, I'm not gonna finish that sentence, but you know.
We're all 100% gonna get ourselves in trouble one day just by saying the wrong thing in the wrong fucking place.
Yeah, fuck Twitch.
We're all in this together until we're not, and we fuck each other over.
What? Oh.
I thought you were
okay.
about to just say fuck each other.
Yeah.
No.
That would have made.
How do we want to do the skylights here? Because apparently I'm obsessed with fucking skylights.
Stop fucking skylights.
I will
It's becoming a
fuck
problem.
all of the skylights I want, okay? I have a
No,
right.
Stop it.
Don't.
Stop it.
You
They
gotta
don't deserve
stop.
that.
You'll electrocute yourself
they
and
do?
everyone in the vicinity.
I'm sorry, what? A skylight is a window.
Slayer, did you not know what a skylight was?
Did I mention it was gonna be stormy outside?
Slayer, did you not know what a skylight was?
Did I mention it was gonna be
Thundering
stormy outside? Did I
It's
stutter?
thundering out. It's thundering out. It's not-
Exactly, it's thunder and lightning. You're gonna get zapped. And then your
Well,
body hanging
like,
up there will be electrified, and anybody who comes by to investigate is gonna get shocked as well. You see
Where's
how
the
this
server
works, right?
mute button? Where's the server mute button? Here we go.
There's no electric. Uh-oh.
Problem solved.
He's
He
been
can't
detected.
hurt us anymore.
This is so sad. Turn the power on. The power's on! Fuck yeah!
The power within.
Is he just? I just unmuted him, and he's just been giggling the entire time. Heavy, why did you put this here? Just
But what?
I haven't
Where?
been giggling the entire time. I've
Nothing
been
else would
saying
work.
up the words.
how about the wall I had there before?
What do you mean?
There was a conveyor wall in here before.
Oh my. How?
I'm trapped like a rat in a maze. I've escaped.
Get him out of there! Get him out of there! Someone help Slayer. Oh god.
Get me outside!
75 coal or medium.
Get me to the power line.
Fuck. I'm losing it. What's 75?
I can hear you breathe on the mic. Yeah, you can hear me doing that because of my my tick where I'm like
How do I?
doing
How do I
weird
split into
breathing
5?
things. Normally you
How do I
wouldn't be
split
able to
into
hear me just normally breathing, but I'm not normally breathing. That was a sentence.
Was. How do I split 5 ways? Oh god. I have to work this out now.
Aren't you able to just chain splitters together?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, well, the way I have it, like, I'm trying to. That was my power.
Okay. I think it's just too close.
Like, I'm
Well, I
trying
have
to
your
like
tick, but also
split,
your breath.
like,
Oh, okay.
specifically split.
It's probably too close then. Well, I have a program that I was running to like remove that stuff, but Windows randomly resets my mic volume, and whenever it does that, the effects that program apply stop working, and I have to like reapply it and shit. So I can probably find some solution to have a script run at startup to fix all that, even though I really shouldn't have to. How long until like Linux is not shit enough that people who game switch over to it and Windows actually has to make their product not terrible?
It's never gonna happen because the market share isn't too much power and everything's.
All I do is
built for
put my
Windows and not for
pinky
Linux.
on my mic and my thumb on my
Sorry.
mouth and get no closer than that.
Capitalism.
I am like only a little closer than that, so I think it's just my particular mic setup. There's a software solution I've been implementing that I just have to keep re-enabling, and I've been too lazy to re-enable as of late. I'll worry about it later. Wall outlet Mark 1. We'll just do the whole center thing again. Heavy
Yes.
wall outlet time, but on the ceiling.
Wall
Okay.
out.
Wait, just like
Would
last time?
that make it a? Would that make
Yes.
it a top wall outlet?
Yeah.
And as usual, by the time I've
Okay.
explained the instructions to you, I'm nearly done.
Okay, am I the weird one? Why is
Yes.
everyone pronouncing it outlet?
Because that's how it's pronounced, outlet.
I just pronounced it outlet.
Oh, me too.
Wait.
I pronounced the outlet.
Heavy, take a look at what the game did here. I was trying to attach this outlet to this, this wire to this assembler, and look what it did. It built a fucking power pole on the roof.
Are they sprinkles? Or
Nice.
Hang on a sec.
hey, Hero, are they sprinkles or Jimmy? What are they
Which?
called?
Oh,
Around where I am, sprinkles refers to,
that's weird.
any of them except for the chocolate ones, which everybody calls Jimmy's.
Why?
So around
I've never-
here,
I've never heard
everything is
chocolate.
sprinkles
Okay.
unless they're just the chocolate sprinkles, in which case they're called Jimmy's.
I've never heard like chocolate become part of the argument.
Jimmy John.
That's what it is around here. If you ask for Jimmy's, you get chocolate sprinkles. If you ask for sprinkles,
like-
you get like rainbow sprinkles.
We're like 20 miles away.
What's the difference?
So, like, it's just sprinkles.
Chocolate sprinkles are chocolate flavored. That's clearly the difference, Demon.
But aren't rainbow
Chocolate is
sprinkles
chocolate.
made out of a similar thing that the chocolate sprinkles are made out of?
Yes, but they don't taste like chocolate because those ones are just sugar. The chocolate ones have chocolate flavoring. How are you struggling to get this? Oh my god, the silence tells me that either his internet has died at the most hilariously timed time, or...
It kind of did
his
do
mind
that,
is
yeah.
Okay, I thought we might have just
It
broken your brain with the idea that chocolate sprinkles are chocolate flavored and normal sprinkles are just sugar.
Sprinkles.
Shut up. You're a sprinkered.
How do I
No,
split eight?
that wouldn't
five,
break
eight?
my head.
What the fuck?
What would break my mind would be experiencing a game like Superliminal in VR. That would be trippy as
The
shit.
Superliminal in VR would make me so violently ill. My brain would just be like, this isn't how the world works. Vomit.
What in VR?
Have you ever played or seen people play Superliminal Heavy?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like you move the shape further away, and therefore, when you drop it, it's
gets
like
bigger.
smaller.
Yep.
Or it gets bigger, or however it works.
God damn it!
It's all
No.
perception.
Subliminal can't
I've
work in
died and
VR.
become
I imagine
thick
you
again.
could make it work, but it would just be very jank.
I've died and become thick again. Only this
Slayer
time it's my upper half. This time I
Yeah,
went
you
to the
can
gym
only
and
move
skipped
your
leg
arm
day and
so
went
far.
only
The
arm
moment
day.
you have depth perception, the game stops working. That's true, actually. It stops working once you have depth perception.
I never skip arm day.
Well, then again, the way, like, illusions with stuff like that will work is they manipulate the lighting. So what if you did Superliminal, but you just had flat lighting, so it was difficult, if not impossible, to tell exact depth perception? Well, then it would be impossible to navigate the world, wouldn't it? Yeah, it does just kind of fall apart when you stick it in VR.
Slayer, can you please just revive? Can you please just take the death and get your shit? I'm so busy.
No. No.
I'm sorry.
No, I cannot. I cannot do that.
Alright, so I want access to the outside world's power. So I want double wall outlet, like here. Want it hooked up to this. I'm gonna break a hole in the wall because I'm a fucking criminal.
How the fuck do I split 5 ways?
Can't you just chain the splitters together, Spunkold? Spunkold?
No.
Why not?
Because I'm trying to, like, specifically split, like, I'm trying to split five ways and
Oh
then merge
God,
back,
I'm
like,
so
a one-
slow.
And then merge back for a 1 to 4 proportion.
This building needs some redoing to the power, but I'll focus on that later if I ever have to upgrade it, which I think with the way the progression works in this game, we're intended to build one really good building with what we have and then build the new buildings out of the new shit. So in theory, we shouldn't be fucking around with the at-home production lines too often. Heavy, I'm starting to bring the building online.
Yay. I gotta use the bathroom.
Mark your weight on the wall so you know how much, so that your parents know how much shit to bail out when you fall in.
Riveting gameplay.
That wasn't gameplay. That was a... What? You alright, Slayer?
I'm not on my end.
Why is this machine on standby? Heavy, did you turn all these machines off? Oh, the miner was
I
just
meant
turned off.
riveting gameplay on my end. Just running in a straight
I thought you
line
were
across the
talking
desert.
about my like shit comment, which is a thing my dad used to tell me. I'd be like, I'm going to the bathroom. And he's like, you taking a shit? Yep. Mark your weight in the wall so you know how much shit to bail out if you fall in.
Cool.
Honestly, not a terrible dad joke.
Why don't we just like next week's I don't know, something like I brought this up just as a like fuck it, why not? Of just like I don't know, Gmod Dark RP.
Isn't that kind of shit though?
I'm not sure.
Like, I don't think I've ever heard anybody be like, fuck yeah, Dark RP.
I can just do overflow. I can just do it with overflow.
There we go. Reinforced iron plates. We aren't producing many of them because we need to make more screws, but whatever.
Hero, I understand. I understand smart splitters now. I just spent like.
Did you not understand them before?
No, I never fucking used them. Let me finish. I just spent like 20 minutes trying to. I spent too long trying to split into 5 when I can just like I can just do overflow. Cause like I'm like most of the coal is gonna go to the generators, and then like a tiny bit is gonna go to the truck station. But that doesn't matter. It can just go all to the coal generators and then to the truck station.
Overflow.
Overflow. Really easy.
Yeah, that's the entire reason I use the smart splitters.
Beautiful thing.
You sound ill.
I sound like I want to die inside. Oh wait, I already am.
He's already die. You hear that?
He's already died. Like, that ain't even that funny, but... For some reason, that was like the most hilarious thing I've heard all day. Brian, are you still here?
No power. What do you mean?
Are you
What do you
enthralled by the riveting conversation?
Turn on the power.
Oh.
Yeah.
One of my friends is watching my stream, apparently.
Woo! Brian.
Wait, which Brian is this? Is it the one I know?
No, this is a different Brian.
Who's Brian?
Okay. I know a lot of Brians.
Friend of mine lives in that little tumor off of Massachusetts.
Martha's Vineyard.
No, Rhode Island.
Oh,
Fucking-
sick.
Have you never heard anybody call Rhode Island the tumor on Massachusetts before?
Never. I think that's just a you thing.
Is that literally
heard
something
that.
that I just came up with and I've stuck
I've
with,
never
and my
heard that
brain
before.
makes me think that that's something I came up with? I mean, something that somebody else came up with. Oh, I'm gonna die.
Living on Martha's Vineyard with like a job like on the mainland has got to be the worst shit imaginable. Like ferries cost $120 a day for a round trip.
Is that like with your car though?
Yeah, that's with your car, but you're not gonna fucking get on a ferry and be able to just get to your job in Boston.
I imagine the T would probably service that.
It doesn't. There's no T.
Wait, there's no T service to like the area where Martha's Vineyard drops you off.
Like there is, but like there is, but it's like a vacation thing. It's only running on weekends in the summer.
What the fuck? So what do you do? Just live on Martha's Vineyard?
Yeah, basically, I guess.
That's fucking boring.
You kind of just have to live on. You just work there, you know. It sounds nice. It sounds nice.
It's Martha's
Way better
Vineyard.
than Boston. Yeah,
I suppose,
Just
but
live
like,
the
what
best
is there on
lobster
Martha's
rolls
Vineyard?
I've ever
I'm sure
had
there's a bunch of
were
like
on
businesses.
Martha's Vineyard.
I'm sure there's a bunch of.
Sorry,
businesses
what did you
that,
say
like,
about
go
women?
up
No, I said the
He
best
called them
lobster
lobsters.
rolls.
He called them lobsters.
Okay, I
Best
thought you said the best
lobster
women
I've
you've
had.
ever had were on Martha's Vineyard. And I was like, excuse
No,
me?
I'm only 20 for goodness sake.
That doesn't mean you don't get around.
What do you mean? You
16-year-olds. I haven't seen it, but I know of 16-year-olds who are.
Anyhow, anyways, best lobster rolls I ever had were on Martha's Vineyard.
I don't think I've ever had a lobster roll.
I took a vacation to Cape Cod a few months ago, and like it's absolutely unbearable how many just people's homes and everything is just just unbelievably adorned with lobsters and like life preservers and shit like it's Christmas. It's like it's unbearable. Yeah, I get it. I know where I am. You're really fucking proud of those lobsters, aren't you?
It's Cape Cod. Eat the fucking lobster.
Like I know where I am.
I will cram a lobster
Like,
up your
it's just-
ass
it's
so you
just,
have
like,
the
on
full
the
Cape
people's
Cod
homes and
experience.
shit. Just like actual homes. They just put fucking lobsters everywhere and life preservers and lighthouses. It's fucking unbearable.
They're gonna get so crazy eventually that they're just gonna make a house that is also a lighthouse that
Clams.
is also shaped like a lobster.
I'm gonna pretend that what you said was, you know, a logical sentence that a normal human would come up with.
All the mailboxes are just lobsters.
That actually sounds kind of cute.
It's so annoying. It's cute to drive through for 5 minutes, and then it's just unbearable. I
Oh
wanna
god,
go
how
home.
do the people that live there feel about it?
No one lives in Cape Cod, stupid. They all go on vacation in Cape Cod.
All the houses and mailboxes, oh, but no one lives there.
Same with Maine.
Does Maine even exist?
People only go to Maine in the summer. Besides
Does
that,
does Maine even
exist?
exist, though?
No.
Or is Maine just another fucking
like-
Massachusetts SCP?
I mean, like, like aside from the well, I mean, it used to be part of Massachusetts.
Was it?
Aside from
Shit.
it used to just be like the northern part of Massachusetts a couple hundred years ago. I don't know when they divided the border, but yeah.
Eventually.
But
Maine was made
Well,
up by
like-
Stephen King.
like
exactly.
you know,
to
like
sell
every
books.
like everything west of the coast. It's just like it's just like one big vineyard, one big farm. That's all there is. You got like the coastal vacation towns, and then it's just like one big farm. I'm right, you know.
Probably.
It's just potatoes for like miles and miles.
Dude, there's nothing out in Western Mass. Sponkold, did I tell you I went to visit a friend where a little while ago?
Like Western Maine actually is like super big agriculture. and, like,
Okay, I was
everything else
talking
stuff,
Western Mass, but okay.
Yeah, no,
I went to visit Ware, and like I'm driving out there, and WGBH gets kind of fuzzy, right? And I'm like, all right, I'll just see what other radio stations are on. There was about a dozen radio stations I could even tune into, and only 6 of them were clear. And I was just like, where am I?
There's not a single chain business.
Percent radio.
You say
Half the
that,
channels,
but the
double the
nearest
price.
grocery store to my friend's house was like 45 minutes away. The nearest McDonald's was 5 minutes away.
I used to
Even
think
though
the
I was in the middle of
Berkshires-
nowhere, there was still fucking McDonald's everywhere.
I used to think the Berkshires was just another word for the Goonies, but I found out later it's actually a term for Western Mass.
So did I, and I was
Yeah.
when you told me that, and I was surprised. Is it like New Zealand? Is what like New Zealand? Cape Cod?
Fucking legs.
Is it like does everyone have like Kiwi mailboxes in New Zealand? they're just everywhere.
The bird or the
Like their
fruit?
thing.
Oh yeah, just let me go out to my
Bird.
fucking kiwi out in the front yard.
Never do
That's
that
what they
again.
that's what they call cars. in New Zealand.
Anyhow.
Not many people know that.
Gushers.
You would know that if you were from New Zealand.
I'm not from New Zealand, so I don't know that.
And you're not. Yeah, so you don't know that. Yeah.
You know that Power Rangers is filmed in New Zealand because the fucking scenery there closely matches where it's filmed in Japan?
Did you know
you
that
know what else is
I
in
don't
New
care
Zealand?
about Power Rangers?
If you didn't, you do now. Whether you want to or
You know,
not.
Power Rangers, they just like take the action. Like Power Rangers is like it's like a localization sort of Super.
They
Sentai.
take most
But, like, they have
of
to
the
film
action
extra stuff in
scenes from the
person.
Japanese, and then they fill the rest of
I
it
mean-
in with
I mean-
their actors from the
I mean-
U.S.
I mean, like originally it was like entirely the Japanese action scenes that they took. But like
Heavy, are
it's
you
only, like,
here
the
right
first
now?
stuff.
Yep.
Can you come help me
You're
with
gonna
something?
sing about the lobsters.
RPM was
Sure.
definitely the one.
I
that
need
had
you to
way more
disassemble this
Rangers
foundation
filmed in
that
the-
I'm about to place this
us.
conveyor lift on.
Oh, that
Okay,
again?
disassemble this foundation.
I got stuck in a
Yes,
river.
Sure.
Miles and I got stuck
You
in a
are
river.
outside.
Cape Cod.
I will
On vacation.
attempt to.
You got
Get
stuck in
I-
Cape Cod, excuse me?
No, we got like stuck in the river and.
Anyhow,
like,
Brian
had-
is what
I had
like
to,
Cape
like, I had
Cod?
to, like,
I mean,
had
it's
to,
what like New
I had to-
Zealand?
I had to like swim like perpendicular to the current and then.
Oh, you
like,
got stuck in a riptide.
Just to like aim for like some like the
Wrong
stairs.
foundation.
Sorry.
Aim for like
I'll put it
like
back.
some stairs up from the river, like into some random person's backyard. So we
Wait,
had
what?
to trespass to get back to safety.
The one underneath?
We got caught.
No, the glass one that I'm currently going through up high. There we go.
Glass.
It's Maine like New Zealand, as in it doesn't exist.
I kind of want to play Pokemon again.
I mean, does anybody know from someone from New Zealand and can actually
Pokemon's
verify
even
they're
real.
from New Zealand?
Pokemon's not real. What do you mean?
Yeah, it
Can
was
somebody
just-
even verify that somebody from New Zealand is even real?
Yeah,
Can
like has
someone
anybody
verify
actually
that
met
New
somebody from
Zealand
New Zealand
exists?
who's really from New Zealand?
They could just be lying. I think they're just. I think like they're
I
just.
think
they're
they're
just- they're just,
Australians
like-
pretending they live
Yeah,
on
yeah,
their own
yeah,
island.
yeah. They're just Australians.
It's just to get a second seat in the
They're
United
just Australians
Nations.
that want to be special.
It's
New
just
Zealand
so
is
Australia has two
Madagascar too.
seats at the UN.
That's the conspiracy of our age.
New Zealand is just so Australia has multiple seats at the UN. It's like that one SCP. You mean the Massachusetts one that we were talking about earlier? Well, that I brought up for 5 seconds earlier?
You know, there's an SCP that does this thing. Oh,
No, I didn't know there was
Oh,
an
right, I
SCP
was
that
gonna-
does
I
this
was
thing.
well, no way. You didn't know that? Well, it does.
Wow.
Is it that thing or is it that thing, though?
Is it like
The other
Joe?
one. The other one.
Is it like that show where it does a thing but only under very specific conditions?
Exactly that. That's what it is. Yeah.
TV show would go over well.
Okay, so it's the SCP that does the thing. Got it.
I mean, not according to HeroRareheart, it wouldn't
John
go
Carpenter.
over well. I know. I imagine.
Is
What
John
show?
Carpenter an SCP?
What?
You didn't hear any?
I don't know who the
You're
first
going
the
insane.
person you named was.
John Carpenter,
I don't know who that is.
creator of John Carpenter's The Thing. That was my power line, by the way.
Oh. Brian, we all know what SCP-4006 is.
Wait, what?
I don't.
It's
It's the
Massachusetts.
one that says Massachusetts isn't real.
Oh.
But did you know about SCP-4000? I bet you didn't.
Is there an SCP 42069 or something like that?
Probably.
Yes, it's 420J. It's funny weed. It makes you funny.
Okay, go on.
You just live
That's
in
the
Rhode Island.
SCP. It's magical weed.
So it's weed.
And it's not canon, and it's not canon, but nothing is canon, so the joke SCPs don't even fucking matter, because nothing's canon.
Doesn't like for the fact that it's impossible to keep track of everything, they say, oh yeah, some of the Foundation's articles are bullshit, so people can't like tell what's real and not, and that's how they like save themselves from having stuff that mismatches.
That's probably one specific SCP that wrote that. And it might not even be canon, because it depends. Oh, I'm not thinking SCP-4000. I was thinking of...
Need me up here so I can tell you whether it's level 1.
2000?
That one.
There is no canon. Alright, yeah, that's what I thought, Brian.
Which, yeah, that's what I was saying. There's no
do you
canon,
guys
so the
think a
joke
show would
SCPs
work?
can be canon if you want.
You guys
Isn't
think
there
a
one
show
that
would
was
work?
like written by a child, which is like the poop ghost?
I do not want a mainstream SCP show. I want SCP to be less mainstream. In fact,
Why?
I don't think you could
if
really
Holly-
make a very
if
good
Hollywood, if
TV show
Hollywood
out
got
of
their
it.
got their grubby little greasy fingers on it, they
I
would
love the poop
drive it
ghost.
into
Okay,
the
scat
ground
fetishes.
and they would copyright it.
What?
SCP. What I've been talking about.
Well, I'm sorry. I
Is
got
that-
distracted with another conversation.
I'll distract you with your ass. Your own ass.
Is it like 3,000? You know, the funny
I mean, that wouldn't be
IKEA.
hard
Did you
to
hear
do.
about the infinite IKEA? There's an SCP
Honestly, that
of
one's
infinite
pretty good.
IKEA. Just shut up. Just shut up. Just shut up about the
That one's
infinite
pretty
IKEA.
good.
I get it. We all know. Everyone knows.
It can't be copywritten. All right, there was that whole thing where that Russian dude was trying to copyright all the.
Oh yeah, that's the
SCP
problem.
stuff,
Is that he
so
did
they
copyright it.
probably, Yeah, but then everybody was like, "It's bullshit," and everybody has just ignored it because it's Russia.
See, you're assuming that like big like a mega multimedia companies have to follow the copyright laws.
That's
They
also true. I am making
They
that
don't.
assumption. Well,
Like you see shit all the time on YouTube, like some YouTuber, like Rusty Cage, for example. Just to find one example, like that I heard about today. Some YouTuber named Rusty Cage. He made like the Knife Game song, and like some dude like came along and like copyrighted like straight up plagiarized the song, and like some, I think it was like Sony or something like that, some giant company, like they just went and copyrighted that. And like he already holds a copyright of the song.
they got the
But now so
copyright
does Sony,
thing
or whatever
revoked
big
for that
company is.
Russian guy for the SCPs.
Yeah. Like unless there's a big fuss about it, big companies aren't gonna fucking pay. No one cares. Well, everyone cares, but can't do
Nobody.
anything about it.
Nobody cares to do anything.
I
about
like
Nobody,
that Disney.
nobody has the power.
Disney
to do
just
anything
gets the
about
copyright law rewritten whenever the fuck they want. It's like, we haven't had Mickey Mouse as an intellectual property for long enough. Extended by 10,000 years.
it. Remember that one time Nintendo just like got rid of all their copyright and like everyone made terrible games, and they were like,
No,
"We need
I don't.
copyright back." There was a period.
Alright, time to replenish the shit in my inventory.
You know, Nintendo, you know, they used to be playing cards. What they usually don't tell you, what they don't tell you is that they also used to be a taxi company.
Yeah,
yeah,
Nintendo did a lot of shit.
Yeah, they made their playing cards, and then like that went under, and then they just threw shit at the wall until something stuck. You know,
Yeah, I
100
mean,
years
that's kind of
later,
been
video games
Nintendo's
exist.
way of developing their game consoles and
Yeah.
shit, too. Like, they go for some gimmick or some new thing, and just, like, throw shit at the wall, and then find something that people enjoy, and they're like, hey, we'll do this.
Wait, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl is on Switch.
That's like Nickelodeon's
What if Sakurai's actually working on that? What if they got Sakurai to work on it? Because like they're done with Smash Bros. They released the final character. It was Sora, of course. Like Smash Bros. Is over, as far as we know. They're done with Smash Ultimate. And I'm pretty sure Smash Ultimate's supposed to be the last.
Oh, last, like, ever?
I believe so, but like they could just.
Yeah,
come
that would be
around in
kind
2
of
years.
sad, but
They could just
whatever.
come around 2 years from now and be like, "Oh, you know all those DLCs you bought? They're gone. New Smash. Pay more money."
All most of them are already in the game, and now you gotta pay more money for more.
It's the last one Sakurai is working on. I see.
Well, like, if they get rid of Sakurai, it's not Smash anymore.
It's Smash, but it's not the same.
It's Smash, but it's lame.
Okay, I don't
Like
know if lame is the right word.
I think Dark Souls 2, like, I think, like, they got rid of Miyazaki, I think, and that's why it was kind of weird. Like, Miyazaki work on Dark Souls 2.
I'll shove Dark Souls
No.
2 up your ass.
The answer is no, and it's actually a news article from, like, 2013. He will not be working on Dark Souls 2. That's so weird. Like, this is just, like, old news. But it tells me what I need.
Weird how news works. He came back for Dark Souls 3.
Reddit. Dark
Oh.
Souls 3 Reddit. Has Miyazaki ever really said something like, yeah, Dark Souls 2 sucked? I feel like he's implied that, but he can't just go and say that.
He only wants one in every series he makes. Ah, I see. What did I'm a fucking moron. Alexa, what
But
time
I
is it?
haven't moved.
respawn. It's easy.
Shit, why didn't my nightly
It is
routine remind me to go
11:09.
off? Do we want to wrap it up now, or...
Alright.
Yeah.
Yes.
What did Nintendo make?
I have not moved really or done anything this entire session because my brain has been off. I swear to God, I actually kind of really don't want to play this next week. I'm not gonna lie.
Alright.
I'm burnt out on it. I'm sorry. I'd be willing to play something else, but like, just I'm burnt out on this game now.
I'm kind of the same.
To be fair though, it took me a lot longer to burn out on this game than it took Sponkold. He already burned out once and then came back.
Nintendo was founded as Nintendo Karuta in 1889.
Your mom was
It
founded
made
in
Hanafuda, a
1889.
type of traditional.
Weren't they a
Japanese
taxi
fighting style.
company originally?
That's what I said. They
That's
made
what he said,
cards
like,
and then they made
2
taxi.
minutes ago.
Well, I'm sorry, but my mom seems to keep pulling me aside for attention.
Matt,
Your
Just
mom
like your
is
grandma
a
likes
mother.
to do that.
Ditch your
man,
Tuck her out
stop
of
taking
your
my
life.
attention away from
Your
my
mom is a
friend.
mother.
Your grandma is a
Roasted.
grandmother.
Yo,
Ah,
mama.
shit, I'll never come back
Your
from
mom,
that one.
a mama so fat, she a location.
Is that your Mama Jokes YouTube channel still around?
Yes.
I hope
Yes, but it's a
make
sad
videos.
fucking excuse for what it used to be.
It was
And it
never
used to
a
be a sad
good
fucking
thing in the
excuse.
first place. What are you talking about? It was
You
fucking your
literally
Mama
didn't hear what
Jokes.
you literally talked over what I just said, which was, and it was a sad excuse to begin with.
Okay.
You talked over me saying that.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Are they like
Like-
owned by some big multimedia company now? Like
Probably.
Annoying Oranges.
I'm not sure. I know that the anime rap battles officially died. Or not the anime ones, the meme rap battles. Yeah, the anime rap
Anime.
battles. Yeah, the anime
Anime
rap
is
battles.
such a fucking relic of the past.
They actually were
Anime?
active somewhat recently, like not even that long ago. They were active.
What is
Anime,
Anime?
if you've not
I-
heard of Anime.
I
It was a
thought that was-
YouTube channel that he like animated memes.
I thought that was just like a general term for like anime memes.
No.
No,
That might be what it is now. That might be what it is now.
Not Anime, Animeme. Animeme was a YouTube channel that animated memes. So he would
Animated
he would
memes.
get
I know,
like the
I
top
know,
Rage
I know.
comics and he would animate them.
I understand. I'm saying that like anime, like I've never heard that in context, like referring to an actual channel. I've just heard that like referring to like anime.
Yeah, but that's also pronounced slightly
That's what it
different.
is now.
It's like a syllable different.
Oh god, I really don't want to go
Anime.
back to work tomorrow,
You could
but I have
you
no
could still
choice.
call it anime. I don't.
Yeah, no,
pronounce-
he used to do rap battles. He had a one where Nyan Cat went off against Grumpy Cat, and Nyan Cat says crushing cosmic pussy at one point. And I got in trouble with my grandparents for that playing on the computer.
Anime 31 trumps Despacito War for Milk.
What?
Oh my god, remember that time Joe Biden just like showed up to a rally with like a bunch of Latinos and then he just played like he just like put Despacito and played it on his phone.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're Spanish, right? Here's Despacito. That was fucking
That's such a boomer thing to fucking do. Oh my god. That is the biggest boomer thing I've ever heard. I'm actually like
Joe
holding
Biden.
my head in pain.
Hey, everybody loves Joe Biden. His approval rates are through the roots, through the roof.
Aren't they through the floor right now?
Yes.
Hold on, let me check
Joe
5:30.
Biden.
Like, like I feel like there's more people that dislike Joe Biden than there were for Trump. But like with Trump, people were a lot more like people were a lot more like virulent. Virulent? That's not the word. Like people were a lot more like angry about it. But with Biden,
no.
it's just, like,
Be right.
So
Like, everyone's
Biden
like,
started
"Oh,
out 53
Biden."
approval, 36 disapproval. He's now at 48, almost 49 disapproval, and like 44.1 approval. Ooh. Ooh.
You know they
no.
made
Not
a
on the
Silver
site.
Surfer cartoon back in the day?
Of course they did.
Back in 1998.
You know,
Surprisingly,
they made an
surprisingly,
cartoon.
or rather, I guess, unsurprisingly, since it deals with some of the most powerful characters in all of Marvel's mythos, not a lot kind of happens. It's sort of like, ah, no, this thing is a minor inconvenience. Well, let me use my cosmic bullshittery to get rid of it.
Is it just me, or since Disney took over Marvel, has it been, like, extra shit?
I don't know, I like
I
it.
didn't really
Like,
notice the difference.
I know
What do you
Spunkold
mean
didn't
you
really
like it,
like the
you're wrong?
superhero genre in the first place, but I mean, since, like, Disney took over, is it just me, or is Marvel a lot softer? Spoilers for
like,
WandaVision, in case anybody
comic
gives a
books-
shit, mute for, like, 30 seconds.
You know, I'm gonna
They
say
just
it-
kind of, revived Vision.
Yeah. Like, isn't that isn't that like
the comics?
Like, isn't that like how they reversed like Thanos winning WandaVision?
No, they reversed Thanos winning with fucking time travel. That was such bullshit.
Yeah, like here's the thing is that like superhero comic books just have always sucked in general. Like, they're not good stories, they're not deep story, there is no overlying story. They just go blammo and zap.
It's cool,
They're not good. Watchmen, there's some good stuff, like Watchmen, or like, you know, comics that aren't about like pumping it out week after week after week ad infinitum. That's not the right word. Ad infinitum. No, that's the right word.
I don't think that's the right word, but we know what you
The
mean.
word you're looking for, the pronunciation you're looking for is infinitum.
Yeah, ad infinitum. Like comic books. No. Like, I'm not saying that like there's
like
no
comic
good
books in
comics.
general, or do you mean like
I-
superhero comics?
I don't mean like comic books in general. You can make a good comic book. Like I mean just
Okay.
like superhero comics, or like even like detective shit, like Pulp Fiction shit, like where it's like nothing special week after week, like where it doesn't matter what was last week, and if it
Are you
did matter
fucking
what
a
was last
slinky?
week, it's only like I am fucking a slinky. It's around my fingers are around the slinky right now.
He's having much fun. Big wow.
Oh, whoa.
How big a penis would you have to use a slinky as a fleshlight?
Let's see, how many... I'm stretching it out
The
right
stream
now.
is still going.
I would...
I said that on stream.
Yeah.
I can wrap this around my body like twice, you know, if I was flexible enough.
How big is the slinky? That's a good question.
I have a little purple one that I can't use for anything.
You could try putting your dick in it.
I just kind of flap it around. I think if I put my dick in this, it would get stuck.
So does that mean
Oh,
your
you
dick
don't
is
say.
massive or the slinky's tiny?
The slinky, well, maybe a bit of both.
Okay, so it would probably fit me fine. In fact, it might even be loose.
It's a really small slinky.
Might even be
Very,
loose.
it's a very like a thin hole, you know. Like
Yeah, and I've got a
like-
really thin dick.
It'd be like a Chinese finger trap, you know? It's like, oh no, now there's. I'm gonna stop.
Could you imagine two dudes with their dicks in a Chinese finger trap? One guy on one end, one guy on the other end. I marked this as not for children, right? On YouTube. I hope I did.
Is this stream marked as mature?
On Twitch, I don't think so.
It should be.
It should be. I mean, mature. Are we really being mature right now?
No.
I am by staying out of this.
Penis.
Oh, that's why you're always quiet.
Penis. Penis. Penis.
No, I don't
How many
know how
times do I
to
have to say that to like get banned? Hundreds of capybaras overrun neighborhood in Argentina. That's amazing.
You know, there's got to be porn. There's got to be some porn thing. There must have been some people who were curious and did that with a Chinese finger trap. There's got to be someone who's done that.
Dude, there's so many capybaras. Great.
Isn't it?
I
The duck has the largest penis to body
I
ratio.
really hate how the internet has like they've just like gone crazy over capybaras. I beat the internet to the punch on capybaras when I was like 6. And now like everyone's going crazy over
You're
it.
describing a Family Guy joke. Of course it's a Family Guy joke. Why wouldn't it be?
Oh, I
Hi,
realized
Lois, my dick's in a finger trap.
I realized earlier today. Oh, there was an episode where like Glenn got his dick caught in the window.
Who the fuck is Glenn?
He's the giggity.
You
He's
mean
the sex
Quagmire?
crazy maniac.
He's the
Glenn
giggity
Quagmire.
guy.
Glenn Quagmire. I should have
Wait,
called him Quagmire.
Why-
Glenn is his first name.
Nobody in the show calls him Glenn.
I actually know a couple
the
people in the
fuck?
show call him Glenn.
That's it.
He has been
Family
Glenn
Guy,
I don't know
Chinese
why I referred to him as Glenn.
finger trap.
No, he got his dick caught in the window. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I realized earlier today, like, Rick and Morty and Adventure Time have like the same humor. They're like the same thing. Like Adventure Time isn't crass, but like
Okay, yeah, I see it. I was thinking, no, that's too crass.
yeah, like
Oh my god, it actually. I'm
like
putting this in
like,
memes.
I was hearing my brother like listen to a clip and like something on his phone, and I was like, oh, is that a Rick and Morty clip? And says no, it's an Adventure Time clip, and that's where it just clicked. Like, like maybe not even the humor, maybe just like maybe even just like the rhythm of it.
I think it's because in Rick and Morty they're just like, it's the Schlim Schlob, and in Adventure Time they're like, oh look, it's the Globular. They just kind of make
Also,
shit
like-
up like that.
Like they just like they just say absurd shit with like no straight man, like, and it's like nonsense. There's a video.
How to create
what was
Chinese
it?
finger trap with pictures, and it's a picture of somebody fucking drawing a robot.
There was like damn it, I forget the channel. Like some YouTuber made like a every Family Guy episode ever type thing. Like it wasn't titled that. I can't find it, but like he said like the way he worded it was like exactly what the problem with Family Guy and like animated sitcoms is. It was like something like
They're terrible.
something like using the rhythm of comedy but without the punchline or something like that. Like it seems like comedy, but it's just off. Fucking- I'm really searching on YouTube Family Guy parody right now.
That's not even remotely that funny, and I'm finding it hilarious. I think I'm
Family
just.
Guy parody.
I think my humor has just decayed too much. Like, I like to think of myself as a really smart person, but then the shit that makes me laugh is like loud fart noise YouTube videos.